All right, so this will be mission 22, the hunt for Cuz. So as one group of hunters set out to Mesro, back a couple weeks ago, another group sets out to Jahaka Anchorage, where it is suspected that the member of the Dead Marsh tribe, Cuz, the one who brought low one of the hunters, has fled along with a couple other Dead Marsh tribe defectors down to Jahaka Anchorage to possibly find work amongst the pirates that dwell there. So we'll be picking up. You guys have set out from Camp Vengeance. Let's see. Set out from Camp Vengeance. You've traveled about a week now, past Mambala, where you stopped to pick up a couple of lizardfolk guides. You picked up Utez Dead Marsh, who, let's see. Yeah, you picked up Utez Dead Marsh, who was assigned to you all by Baraza, the now leadership of the Dead Marsh tribe, who thinks that he'll be able to help you guys track him down. You're also joined by another member of the Dead Marsh tribe. This one wearing armor and looking aged, though still like kind of a fierceness behind his eyes. And that would be Kaldaz Dead Marsh. All right, yes. He kind of nods to you silently.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So joining us. So you guys are making your way through the jungle. You've got the Spinosaurus loaded down with gear, along with the Hadrosaurs. Kaldaz and Utez moving on foot, and yeah, you guys are closing in on Jahaka Anchorage. All right, so
Meow.
all right, yeah. So Orf lets out a meow. We've got in the party now. We've got Utez, Kaldaz, Haz, Kettle, and his Spinosaurus, Orf, Castalong, Shadow, and Aladdin, and Hikar. Last time that Jahaka Anchorage was scattered out, it looked to be like a large cove with a cliff face kind of rising above it, giving some shelter from the rain and the storms that constantly kind of besiege the coast of Chult. You couldn't get too far in, but I believe it was Castalong Shadow did some reconnaissance along with Utez and was able to see that there's kind of like a wrecked pirate ship in the middle of this cove that seems to, during the nights, have all the lights come on, and you can see a couple dotted patrons moving about. Appears to be some sort of hideout for the local ship gangs and the people in the area. You guys are about a day's journey out, and if you'd like, you can get in on the final approach.
So I guess this is kind of late to ask, but are we just trying to get revenge on this one guy and then leave, or are we trying to accomplish some greater objective?
I was sent to get Cuz. That is my task.
Here for the gold.
I'm here to bring justice to my brother's murder. But there's also the matter of the pirates. Pirates present a danger for Nyanzaru, not travelers. See, it might not be a bad idea if we clear out the entire Viper's nest.
Yeah, Utez nods along in agreement. Says, many weeks ago, as we were still under Rotdow's control in Mambala, some emissaries calling themselves pirates and looking for mercenaries, as they said, arrived to beseech our tribe for offering payment in exchange for work aboard their ships. Rotdow at the time turned them away, seeking only to strengthen the Dead Marsh tribe and not seeing the worth in dealing with these pirates. It seems that Cuz has, in his haste to flee, has chosen to take up with some of these, or at least to attempt to find work with them.
It would make sense there of like mind. It would give him an opportunity to flee, should he feel so cowardly.
Maybe
But
we
if
should.
Go ahead, little wolf. Speak your mind. I apologize.
Well, maybe we should. You said it's in like a cove. This pirate hangout.
Yes.
Maybe we should check to make sure there's no back ways in, and then we can just cover the entrance to the cove, right? And then they won't be able to escape.
That's, well, clever is not honorable. I am not here to entomb my enemies. I'm here to destroy them.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, if you guys...
I can ask.
He meant by cover, not like cause a landslide, but just to like cover it with people.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, I thought you were going for an iron curtain as well.
Another possibility is perhaps we could infiltrate them from the inside. Then we enjoy.
All right,
those that are not known.
Okay, I'll put on my pirate impression, and he takes his paw and he covers one of his eyes, and he goes, "Arr! Arr! Arr!"
Oh, you're wonderful, my friend. Simply wonderful.
Oh, hold on, I can do better. Just give me a minute to practice. And I'll go off practicing his pirate impression. It's very cliche.
Utez stares intently at this creature wearing the skin and bones of a Rathalos, making pirate impressions. You can see he takes notes on the physical prowess of such a creature. Alright,
I do
so...
have this spell. Too tired to roll. Oh well. If we want to use it, I can.
Oh, to go scout the place out?
Yeah, but I don't know if I care that bad. Let's just go.
Okay.
That's the first time ever using this spell, and it does seem cool.
Do it. Go for it.
Do it. It's cool.
It is cool, and it would be a smart thing to do as opposed to some usual stupid shit we do.
Alright, so yeah. So it's 10-minute casting time, so like a ritual, a card takes some bones and some leaves, some other herbs he finds, he breaks it up, starts burning it, and then he inhales that, inhales the smoke deeply, and then...
But you need to get within 1 mile, though, by the reading that.
Yeah, I assume we can get close enough. Or are we still like
Yeah,
halfway
you guys
there?
are... Yeah, you're like... Well, I just set you guys up like a day's journey out, so you could decide how you wanted to approach. Because you guys have a large enough crew. Most people are trained in survival. Getting to this point would have been pretty easy.
Okay. Well,
so yeah,
well,
if you want to get a mile
like,
out.
Yeah, you described like a ship that I'd put the sensor on the ship or near it. Or you said it was in the
so there's
cave.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this large ship in the middle of the cave that's kind of been crashed up against the rocks and kind of been from your vantage point a mile out. You can see it's kind of been turned into what looks to be like a large meeting place or a tavern for the patrons that inhabit this cove. And you
Are there any fish in the Cove Bay area?
Any fish? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
fish.
think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna look for a random fish and attempt to speak to it.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna get up to the water's edge. All right, we'll go. We'll go with
If it doesn't look like way out in the open, if it's like a huge clearing and it's obviously like they'll spot you if you go out here, then he wouldn't do it. But if there's like trees up by the water, he'll see if he can find a fish to talk to.
Yeah, there's plenty of foliage you can get through. Yeah, all right, we'll go. We'll handle the clairvoyance, and then we'll do the fish talking.
All right.
All right. So, for
And so he'll inhale deeply, and then his eyes will go white, and he'll just be rigid there for the 10 minutes.
you going for seeing?
Well, I can change it
Okay.
during the time, yeah.
Okay.
But
all
yeah,
right.
we'll go seeing first off.
All right. And you're just gonna set it right on the ship. Let me drag your dude over here.
Oh, wow, it's for real. Is it dark? Oh, here we go.
I made you small.
Alright.
All right. So within the lower reaches of the ship, you can see the insides have been reinforced with stone to kind of back up the crumbling wooden exterior. Inside, there's a couple torches that kind of cast a dim glow around the room. There's like a heavy smoke in the air from not only the torches, but several of the patrons that have cigars or cigarettes that they are puffing on. You can see a great number of patrons surrounding like a meager bar table in front that's laden down with drinks. Several of the patrons look to be native Chultans. You see men and women of all ages, all heavily armed, kind of sitting around and lightly chatting and sipping on their mugs of ale. One corner of note, you do see a couple of creatures with like green flesh. I'm not sure if Hikar would know what they are. They have
Probably not.
they have some bits of armor. They look like some sort of sea beasts that are all gathered around a table, kind of ripping apart some.
Do they also have pirate accoutrement?
Of course, yes. The one has an eye patch. Another one has two peg legs on his.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God.
That sounds racist to assume
Well,
those
so
are
this would be
pirates.
good. This would be good if Kakar explaining what he sees afterwards.
And then let's see. And then can you like move the sensor around once it's placed, or can you just swap between hearing and seeing?
I don't know. I don't think I can move it.
I think that's arcane eye.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but anyway, if you switch to hearing,
Yeah.
You get the general chatter. You know, the most of it's just general kind of tavern talk. Lots of shouting and retelling of tales that took place at sea. Latest scores of ships that were taken care of, I guess. You'll notice that seated behind the bar stool is a large man wearing kind of heavy-set fur coat over armor, which you can quite clearly see, kind of pressing through it. Clean-shaven head with a large beard. He's the one cleaning glasses and serving ale. You can see displayed prominently above the bar is a large crossbow, heavy crossbow, that is already loaded. That you can see he glances to every once in a while just to make sure, I guess. And he's got a small velociraptor which has a small drink carrier on its back, which he loads ales into.
Oh.
Whispers a couple things to it, and he watches the velociraptor scurries around the bar, delivering drinks where it's ordered to.
I thought the Velociraptor had a tiny thimble of something.
Oh no! Well, yeah,
It has a drink.
yeah.
All right.
That's what I was hearing the first half of the sentence too.
Yeah, you hear he's referred to as Bosco by all patrons that address him.
The main guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't as useful as I thought it would be, but still. Alright, well that's the first floor we found out. So then at the end of it, Carl will come back and relay most of what he saw. He'll describe the came from the ocean, looks like. Vicious teeth. Are tearing. Mostly humans, and then a few of those sea creatures with vicious teeth. An adorable raptor carrying drink strip patrons. Bald guy who looks like the boss. He will die soon in that coat, though. We might not have to worry about him. Mighty Seed?
I know you want to kill these people,
Okay.
but they sound like normal humans to me.
I don't want to kill anyone. I am here to witness the Shadow take his revenge.
All right. I will say, as you were listening in, you definitely got the feel that most, if not all, of the patrons within, just from hearing snippets of their conversation, you can tell that all of them are involved in some sort of illicit trade on the seas, whether it be smuggling goods or avoiding tariffs by smuggling, or if it's not just outright pillaging ships going to and from Chult.
And so that was like, because I said I put it in the middle of the ship. Was that like the middle of the ship, or was that inside the cave, or the cave is inside the ship? Bleh. I mean,
The ship is inside the
cave. Oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah, the ship's in the cave, and then the ship has like 2 levels to it.
Okay. So I threw it like in the middle of the ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
It looked like you were on the bottom floor, and
Okay.
then your sensor would have been able to see there's kind of like a balcony area up above that looks down that you could hear coming from it. Also, like speaking, assuming it's probably like a second level of the bar.
Okay. There were lots of humans. Did I hear any people speaking Draconic?
You did not.
Okay.
All right, what are we talking to with this fish? If you come along, you can find a small little biting fish, large teeth hanging out of its maw.
Right. Yeah, I'll break up a ration and start throwing it in the water, trying to attract fish. And I'll look at one and I'll say, "Hey, fish, fish," because Orf loves fish in more ways than one. And I'll say, "Hey, I won't eat you if you tell me about that cave over there." And he'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. Fish ponders at a moment, looking between you, your large armor, cloaking it.
You see this armor? This was a big fish. See the scales? That's how big of a fish I ate the other day.
Okay. Fish says, yeah, what you want to know about the cave, huh? That's where all the roughhousing landwalkers hang out, huh?
I just want to know if there's a back way in.
A back
Besides
way
this big opening. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you can swim, can't you?
Yeah, of course.
There's a way in the bottom, yeah. Got a big drainage route. Real classy stuff. You swim in there, get you right in the bottom. I've done it before. Get you some scraps, you know.
All right. Thank you.
Fish swims away.
The fish says there's like a hole in the bottom of the sea in the cave.
Yeah, probably any secret entrances that a fish would know about likely involve some swimming.
So you never know. If they try to make a run for it, they might go that way.
I would prefer not to swim.
Utez scratches his head. It is always the front door.
You want to take the front? I could swim around the back.
I like small land.
All right. So I guess we just start approaching the entrance.
All right.
But we need an overall plan. And we do not. How many pirates were there? How many pirates did Hikar see?
Oh, okay. There was like 12, and then a few of those fish folk with the sharp teeth.
Okay. Would David knows what those are? Would Shadow know what those are in his travels? So you could like suss it out. And
I think you and I are both intimately familiar with what these things are, but
anybody who's been on the sea for any length of time would know what Sahagin are. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, Shadow hasn't spent a lot of time at sea, but he has
I think
studied.
even
He knows the dangers that like his family's shipping empire would face when transporting goods.
Yeah, I feel like at the minimum, you'd have like a description by the boat that took you to Chult. Probably would have been like, yeah, watch out for these things. They come over the side and they're gonna grab you and drown you. And then if you've been on the sea for any length longer than that, you probably would have at least familiarized yourself with Sahagins.
Would I know enough to warn the group about some of the Sahagin traits?
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. In which case, Shadow would let them know that these fish folk are Sahagin. Don't let their appearance fool you. They are very dangerous, and if you face one and you are damaged, they go into a blood frenzy, which is bad.
Orf nods respectfully, and he says, "Is it dimly lit in the cave? Would you say that it's dim?"
Yeah, the cave is dimly lit, and then there's like a few points along the outside of the tavern that there's torches lit, giving off bright and dim light.
All right, Orf will, as the group approaches, he'll pull out a vial that looks like it's full of liquid shadows, and he'll coat himself in it. He'll do the cat thing.
Very nice. All right. So is the group just sticking together, just kind of walking up to it, or is there some splitting up going on?
I'm leery about splitting up. I'm leery about just walking in and trying to slaughter everyone.
Well, perhaps we can bluff our way. Say that we want to join pirates, or we're looking for work, or looking for assistance, something. But we need a story to tell.
Or I can just find a good vantage point.
All right. If you guys are approaching, any last chance to not? All right, I'm gonna drag you guys over.
All right. Orf will use his inherent climbing speed to try and find like a dark corner, any like outcrop or something that he thinks he could get a footing on. He'll try and climb up to it.
Yeah, so you're just gonna climb up to like a rocky outcropping in the cave wall.
Yeah, that's what he'll be looking for.
Yeah, you can easily find something like that, and then you have a climbing speed, right?
That's correct.
All right, yeah, then you spend enough time climbing around on the walls, you can find like a little alcove that's far enough out of the torch light that the oil that you've doused yourself with makes you effectively invisible.
All right.
All right. Are you guys able to see?
Yes.
All right. So as you guys make your way in, it's towards the beginning of the night, I guess. It's dark. The cave above kind of drips water every once in a while down onto your head. You can see that the ship has been kind of cannibalized and shored up many times, and now resembles kind of like a Frankenstein building ship. There's a couple other smaller buildings on the under the cave. They look mostly to be small storage sheds constructed out of kind of roughshod stone and wood. There's a meager dock that's kind of in a poor state of repairs that nothing is really parked at. And there's several torches around the area that are burning softly.
Maybe you three non-scaly should go in, and we'll look around out here. If Kurz sees any of us, he's gonna know something's up.
That sounds like a good idea.
Shit.
Whoa, the ground's rolling.
Although it'd just be two of us, because Orf is
The
like
car feels the ground.
Orf
Is it
is
rumbling?
doing American Sniper somewhere. All right, so I guess that leaves Shadow and Hikar to go inside.
If you guys want to have another plan, I'm open to other plans. Doesn't seem a lot of communication going on. We're just kind of running in, murder hobo, not really talking. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I will attempt to find out where Cuz is. I will say that I wish to thank him, as I am now the eldest son, and buy him a drink.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's enough to get his attention.
All right. If you're the main door to the tavern lies up ahead, or there's a door to on the eastern side as well.
Yeah, car shuffled behind Shadows like, I am your shadow now.
Yeah, Utez follows along as well.
A car holds up a talon.
Is this where the door is?
It is. As you walk down this pathway that kind of rises above the docks, you can see that there's a flimsy sign out front that kind of the wind slaps around. You can see it reads the Discreet Queen Pub. Kind of just been hastily scratched into a wooden board and then hung up.
Shadow will push open the door and he will stride in.
All right. The door kind of flaps open easily. Immediately, your ears are assaulted by the sounds of different tavern chatter and just the loudness of the place. Let's see. Do I have? I don't want tavern music, just tavern chatter.
Ambience.
Yeah, this isn't the type of pub that they'd have that they'd be playing music at, unfortunately.
What? No pirate bards?
Yeah, no sea shanties.
These are not pirates.
The self-playing piano in the corner, playing the entertainer.
Oh God.
Turn that up. Wait, that's ominous.
Are we trying to figure out the ambiance?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, sorry.
it stopped.
No, it's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not rushing.
I had to find a tavern music that was didn't have music. All right. So as you make your way into the tavern, the door kind of flaps shut behind you. None of the patrons really turn to look at you. Most of them are kind of going about their own business. You both fit the bill of the type of people that'd be wandering through here, kind of roughshod and weary from days spent in the jungle. As you make your way up to the bar, the main patron kind of spits into a glass before cleaning it with a dirty rag, and he looks at you. Of course, I mean, he's got it. He kind of squints his eyes at you, one eye bulging out as he kind of turns his head to you. He says, yeah, what are you buying? What do you have? Haven't seen you around here before.
I've come from a ways away. But first, 2 tankards of ale.
Sorry, what'd you say that last part?
2 tankards of ale.
Oh, all right, yeah. He will fill him up using the freshly cleaned glass that he was working on.
No.
He says, that'd be 2 silver a pop, as he pushes them over towards you. There's a finest ale this side of Chult. It's a Quayothe import direct, and he kind of winks at you. Quayothe being the merchant prince that controls luxury goods out of Port Nyanzaru, and her ale typically being much more expensive than the 2 silver it's being offered here.
So Shadow will toss down the silver to cover the cost. He'll slide a tankard to Hikar, and he'll down the tankard that he has. Is it good ale or is it piss water, basically, that it's a big upcharge for?
No, it's a really good ale. I can tell that he probably isn't lying about it being Quayothe Select. It's likely that for some reason they're selling it at such a low cost. I don't.
Because they're stealing it. So he'll down the tankard, and then he'll take out a gold piece and put it on the bar. It'll keep he'll keep 2 fingers on it, and he'll look at Bosco and say, "I'm looking for a man who's done me a great service, and I wish to thank him. Perhaps you have seen him. He is a lizardfolk that may have come through here."
Hikar kind of he kind of looks at the ale. He doesn't drink yet, just kind of very bird-like head movements, and then he sees you put a coin on the the bar, and then he puts a platinum piece on the bar, just kind of mimicking you.
Yeah. Bosco, he sees the first gold, and you can see he's kind of like, but then you put down a platinum piece, his furrowed brow grows wide with the kind of, but then before he kind of brings himself back into composure, he says, "Yeah, I might have seen a couple lizard folk around here." He kind of nods to your fingers that are on the gold and the platinum, as if to say, like, slide them over, you know?
So Shadow will slide over the gold, and then he'll sort of put his other hand on Hikar's forearm and just sort of like make a weight motion. And then so he's wanting to, Bosco to, give up the goods before they give up the platinum.
Yeah, you can see he takes your measure. He grins, displaying several broken teeth, kind of interposed with the gold caps of freshly put in ones. He says, "Oh yeah, a couple. I think it might have been a couple of weeks now, maybe a week or 2. A couple of the Dead Marsh boys were coming through here. It looked a whole lot like that one." He gestures towards Utez, who's kind of been silently standing behind you both. Says, "Yeah, they hung out for a couple days. Couldn't really find much work. Not too many people coming through here. Trust lizard folk, Just as soon as they'd work for you, they'd rather eat you. But then, anyways, one captain did take a chance on him. Old boy. Name goes by Venisk. Runs the Endless Horde."
What I have heard of Venisk and the Endless Horde in my travels.
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Oh, damn, yeah. So, Venisk and several of his crew members are gold dragonborns, actually native to Chult, that come from a small tribe somewhere within the jungle. The Endless Horde and the crew they're in, they fancy themselves sort of like gentlemen pirates, whereas they kind of follow a code. Uh, they've been around for a few since at least since the Omnian Empire fell, so at least a decade. And they typically only rob vessels going to Chult, leaving the natives alone and allowing them to vessels leaving are left alone to kind of keep trade prosperous. And they don't, they don't deal with some of the more seedy sides of the underworld, which is to say they don't deal with trafficking of sentient beings or things like that. Bosco continues, says, yeah, I told Venice to watch himself, but he took him aboard, said he had a couple of jobs going up and he might need some extra muscle. Kind of fixes his eyes on the platinum piece.
Well, I wish to give the lizard folk man my thanks. Because of him, I am now the firstborn of my family and stand to inherit a great deal. How would I find Mythic and his crew to give my appropriate thanks?
Have you been sipping? So first of all, do you relinquish the platinum piece?
Yeah, I'll tell Hikar to give the platinum, and we'll see if Bosco is gonna.
The moment you grabbed his arm, though, he kind of felt like maybe he did something wrong, so he starts to pull out another platinum piece. And starts more silver? Is this what is required?
Yeah, I mean, as the money keeps coming, Bosco, he kind of thinks on it. He rummages below the bar for a bit before pulling out this exquisite looking, I guess it'd be like a growler of another expensive looking beer. He uncorks it and kind of comes around the bar. He says, "Tutu." He says, "Man the taps," and you see the small velociraptor begins to go around and make sure that everybody is topped off in the bar.
That's awesome.
Bosco comes around. He's got his growler. He goes to pour it. First, he fills Hikar. Then he fills up Cast Along Shadows. As he does, he kind of comes in close to you, Shadow, and he whispers to you. He says, "There's going to be a parlay. Venice and the rest of the Endless Horde crew, they're coming by later to speak with the Antlion. Some sort of business with the ongoing business that the Antlion is running in Chult. Venice has some sort of issue with it he's wanting to discuss. I don't know anything else than that. But you keep the money like that going, and I might be able to keep you around when they come through."
It would be greatly appreciated.
And does anybody remember the Antlion?
Yeah, they're the other pirates that have been running around on the northern part of the coast. Vicious. They're the ones that sank Borean's ship.
Yeah. They're also doing something with the Flaming Fist
Yeah.
that was discovered at the Temple of
Oh,
Trials.
that's right. They were working together. I forgot about that.
So yeah, he kind of gives you the details. Later tonight, after the bar's been cleared out, is when this parlay is going to be taking place. Bosco's kind of giving you the details, and then goes back to work in the bar. Does that be anything else?
That has been tremendous. I appreciate your hospitality, and we will take you up on your offer.
All right. Grab yourself a chair and just wait. Be a couple hours at least now. Patrons gotta wind down. You know how it is.
Absolutely. Cast a long shadow. He'll drink the new beer. He'll get another one, and after having some alcohol, he'll excuse himself to go outside, so he can tell the rest of the group what's going on.
All right. Yeah. And then, so the guys that are outside, what have you been doing? Just kind of scouting the place out?
Yep. I've had Jamathi lay down.
All right.
So we prone.
Yeah, there's a few kind of pack dinosaurs around. Most of the pirates don't really have these types of creatures because they don't really go too deep into the jungle. But there's a few that you can hang out with.
Yeah, Orf's been climbing along the wall, just waiting to see what comes out. Maybe practicing the shadow steps that go with that oil, because he's never done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, as you're kind of moving along the edges of the wall, give me like a couple, or just give me a perception check.
$22.
All right. Yeah. So as you're moving about, you can see that there's a large number of like kind of cracks in the walls that are either too high up or too small for the typical person to navigate through. But you, being a small, nimble cat, you could make your way through some of these. Peering down, you can see torchlight that kind of shows in through some of them. You can hear the sounds of kind of talking and laughter and kind of drinks being poured and clinking from below, and you can tell that these cracks probably lead into other parts of the cave where more drinking areas are set up.
Okay. Are there a lot of ships in this cove?
Let's see. So the cove isn't quite large enough to dock big ships, but several small little rowboats and dinghies are moored along this dock that kind of extends out to the south. You can count, I guess, probably like seven little rowboats.
All right.
Each rowboat seats probably 6 people.
Okay.
All right, and then then if you look out to the sea, you'd probably be able to see, I'd say, 2 large ships. It's dark though, so it's kind of, you can't really catch what the sails are kind of drawn up, so you can't really see any obvious symbols. One of the ships looks to be kind of more ornate and larger, whereas another one seems like it's built more for speed and is kind of kept lightweight.
Okay.
All right. And what is Kaldaz doing?
Kaldaz, he's just like hanging out on this outside. I feel like he's not a huge bar goer. He kind of appreciates the solitude of the I guess the river, but hanging out with Hoskettle, like bonding over various lizardfolkisms.
All All right, nice.
Lizard focus. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I got a really juicy fish like a week ago. Stuff like that. It's like, oh, he shows off some bones he's collected.
Shadow would have made the rounds, told everybody what was up, but I guess would have told them that he was going to try and call out, see if he could get Cuz away from them so they could, get vengeance, but sort of explain that it sounds like this may be more than they can potentially handle if there's like 2 groups of pirates, depending on how many show up. But the Antlion is going to be there, and then the Vesk and the Endless Horde.
Yes, they're gonna have a party.
Do you like motion for Orf to come down?
Oh yeah.
Okay. He'll take a running leap, and you'll sort of see this shadow sort of falling down, and then it'll just disappear, and Orf will be on the other side of the of this little wall here. Walk out.
So, what do you want to do to this Cuz character? He'll motion to Shadow. It's like, I heard that he did in your brother.
We'll bring him to justice.
Justice. Like a quick justice, or like he motions to his like warhammer.
You will be dealt with, and if we can make it painful along the way, so much so the better. But he has allied himself with these pirates. I do not know their full measure, but I do not know the danger they represent. And I do not wish to put the rest of you in such danger. I feel if we are going to rout out this pirate stronghold, we need more.
Where's the parlay party gonna happen?
It will happen here. It will be a few hours before the 2 crews arrive. The bartender has allowed us to stay for the time being.
I wonder if
he said they would find a way to kind of let you guys sit in the background.
Yeah.
That would be worry. I mean, if Cuz is with these guys coming in for the parlay and he walks in, you guys are just chilling there, he might be, going to have some sort of disguise maybe or something like that.
Or just people that Cuz wouldn't know are there. Because Cuz wouldn't know Long Shadow. He looks different enough.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Cuz wouldn't know Hakar either. It wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't think Orf was there either.
No.
I guess they'd only recognize Utez and Kaldaz, so I guess they're the only ones that need to kind of hide themselves.
Yeah, Hakar, by the way, Hakar just left both of those drinks on the counter. He wasn't sure about them. They smelled bad.
You're terrible.
But he left them in a neat little line.
As you're leaving, you see Bosco just kind of like puts them onto the back of a tutu onto his serving platter and then motions to one of the tables.
As soon as he picks up the cup, there's another platinum piece underneath the cup.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, you give this guy like 30 gold and he's definitely down to help. That's
I gave him 30
exactly
silver, wink.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you say. Doesn't exactly pay super well to be running a tavern for pirates. You can't really raise rates, so you get killed, It's hard life.
Hard knock life.
I could try hiding under the pier with Jamathi.
Yeah,
Potentially work.
there's enough room under the pier that you could like breathe down there. There's like a air pocket. You just be swimming for a bit.
How much time did we have?
It
A
was
few
gonna be a
hours.
couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say 2 hours.
Alright.
So you got time to figure
a
anything
nap.
out. Yeah, grab a nap.
Should I place a trap somewhere?
You do not know where things will be. Perhaps a trap would be premature. But keep your ears peeled, and perhaps being outside will give us an advantage we might not have. But I will attempt to separate Cuz from the others and bring him out so we may deal with him, hopefully with the minimum amount of fuss.
Where's the bird?
Go back inside. You
I
need the
Oh.
babies.
I just wanted to. Can I see the second floor, Will? Gonna go
Oh, yeah.
upstairs.
It will be a few hours. Keep your wits about you.
Second floor, there's a couple of dudes hanging out at some tables. This appears to be like just another kind of private, little bit more private room. There's a door that leads presumably to the outside. It's got like a little window cut into it. No glass, just a porthole. The door to the south is a little bit more heavy set and has like kind of big metal bands across it.
Orf will talk to the lizard folk and say, I don't think I'm old enough to go in there. He'll go back up on his perch.
Wait. Kaldaz will come back. That's nonsense. He'll beckon him inside.
Who?
Or
Oswald.
Kaldaz. Did I say Oswald?
Yeah.
I heard
Oh.
Caldez.
Oh.
I didn't hear Oswald.
Oh.
Could be a killer lizard folk name though.
I think I'm better off out here. I don't want to get in close quarters.
He nods.
Is there any gambling going on in this establishment?
Oh yeah, I mean of course. There's like plenty of unsanctioned you've got your 3 dragon ante. You've got knuckle bones. There's one group that's busted out the Monopoly board.
All right, Will. Can I find a hiding spot within 90 feet of this doorway?
Yeah, it'll probably be up on the cave wall.
Okay. Listen, I wasn't sure how big the cave was, so I just want to double check with you. Orf is going to attempt to. I don't think favored foe has any visual effects. I guess that would be, if it does not, he'll try and cast favored foe on Cuz when he walks by, if he walks by this entrance.
All right. So we've got Jimothy and Haas Kettle are under the deck or under the pier. I mean, Orf is up, poised to strike. I guess Utez and Kaldaz will just be chilling at this table.
Mm-hmm. He'll participate in some gambling if the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah. Let's see.
Do some gambling.
Mm-hmm.
I have the rules for the minigame, or we could just do some straight rolls and.
No, mini game sounds fun.
Let's do a minigame.
All right. Let's see.
We're gambling with some sounding. All right.
That's probably a bad.
Terrible.
Hakar's gonna go up to the people playing knucklebones and he's like, fellow bonecasters, what are you trying to? Fortune you trying to get? They'll cast his bones on the table.
Yeah, they'll kind of look at you kind of strangely, seeing you throw like actual bones down.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. So for this game, the goal is to roll. Let's see. it's basically like Catch-22. So each person rolls 3d6. The dealer rolls 3d6, but only one of the d6 is visible. And then we kind of go around the table, see if anybody wants to raise the. You're trying to get as close to 18 as possible without going over. And
Without going over 18?
yeah.
Wait, wouldn't 3d6 just be the maximum 18 if you roll 3 6s?
Well, yeah, that's like
Yeah, that would be
that's like
really
getting
good
a.
for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so wait, roll an additional. Oh, okay, I see now.
You can roll as many additional d6s as you'd like. So,
okay.
all right. So if you're playing with these Sahagins, so you can see two of the Sahagins are kind of smaller, look more brutish, just kind of huddled up. They look like pretty scrappy, and then there's one that's wearing like a nice gold helmet that was probably pilfered from some underwater area. This one looks a little more cunning and intelligent, and that's the one that's the dealer that's dealing out the dice. Or
Is these
so we
also
got-
with the knucklebone people?
yeah.
Okay, then can I? I'm trapped upstairs.
Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. Let me move you down.
Thank you.
We don't have a cool teleporter like Crash would tell you. Hashtag Foundry. All right. So let's see. All right. So you see the dealer rolls his he rolls 3d6, but he hides two of them, so you can see the one that he has present was a 6.
Oh, was it the first one, the second one, or the third one that he rolled? Or did he roll them all at the same time? It shows one off.
Yeah, he's got like a little hidden like a bowl, I guess, that's kind of curved so that he can see with the two dice that are rolled, and he rolls 2 under it and rolls 1 out in the open.
Okay. I'll roll.
Boy, so you know, like after he would lift up the bowl so you would see it to prove, you know, what he rolled.
Oh, I'm not clowns. I am Kaldaz, but
We know what you mean.
yeah. So
All
I
right.
gotta-
So are we each rolling at this point?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
All right. I would of course show one of my 5s.
Oh, so we each roll and then we show one of them.
No, just the dealer is the one that has
Oh, okay.
2 hidden.
And
Yeah, we keep
decided-
ours out in the open.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe.
keep ours in. Okay.
Wait, so did he hide
Okay.
2 or just the 1?
He had 2.
He had 2.
You show me 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you would hit on a 12 or lower.
Yeah, I'll roll another.
Just you know.
Kaldaz will he rolls a d6 again.
All right, so the Sahagin, as you guys are playing, they introduce themselves as Blag and Grunt, and then the more intelligent-looking one, the dealer, is Dreg. All right, Utez. All right, Utez doing great with a 9. All right, so it gets back around to Dreg. He kind of looks under his the cup to see his, and then he kind of maintains his position, motioning
Can I
to Cloud.
insight his?
You want to insight this poor? All right, yeah, give me an insight check. Give me a blind. Oh, well, that's
Oh
fine.
shit! Sorry.
Nah, that's fine. You can tell that it doesn't seem that he's cheated yet.
Oh, okay. I just want to know if he was looking confident. Okay, so what I'm getting is he's thinking about cheating.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't say anything, so just for me.
All right, he motions to Clouds. Do you want to roll any additional, or do you want to stay at 9?
I'll roll addition.
All right.
Oh,
Oh no.
fine.
So that's 15. That's pretty good.
Yep.
You're trying to get to as close to 18. So yeah, you can roll another d6 if you like. 50-50, you get 18.
Call that as will stay.
All right, so we got Kaldas at 15. All right, casts at Long Shadow at 15.
I will stay.
All right, Hikar.
15 again, so we all have 15.
Ooh, all right. And then Utez will go ahead and roll. What's he at? He's at a 9. So 13. Well, he might as well roll again. So it'd be a 15. Oh my
wait,
god,
wait,
okay.
No, I wouldn't. Wait, so we choose to roll one or more? Or we have to wait till the next
Yeah, you
round?
can. No, you
Going.
you can keep going. It's like it's
Okay.
like hit me, you know.
This
Roll
is
one.
blackjack.
Uh-oh.
This
Yeah,
is
it's-
definitely
I
blackjack.
got 19. Oh no. Alright.
Yeah,
Bust.
all right. Hikar busts. All right. So it gets back around. Dreg. He will lift the cup up, and you can see, in addition to the 6 that he had in the open, there is a 6 and a 4, bringing his total to 16.
Nah, he got us. How much do I lose?
Well, technically, we didn't bet anything at first.
Yeah, this would just be the introductory, I suppose. So you can. Would you like to play again?
Yeah.
All right. So we got. Let's see. All right, Dreg rolls again. The dice that he's showing outside of the cup is a 3.
Okay, so how do the wagers work? Like, is it like with blackjack where we're putting down our initial wager?
Yes, and then
Okay.
if you bust, you're out. You lose that, and if you win, then you get double. And if you get 18 on the first, you get triple.
Okay. So Shadow will put down 4 gold.
All right, 4 gold for Shadow. All right, Blag will put down 2 gold. And you see Grunt, he's got like a very meager pile of copper pieces. He kind of scrounges them all up and puts down 1 gold's worth of copper and silver.
Alright. So
Alright, so Flag gets 9, Grunt gets 11. Alright, so Galdaz got 7, very nice. Shadow's at 12. Alright, Hikari, you getting in here? Or Galdaz, how much are you putting down?
How much is everyone else putting down?
Shadow put down 4, Flag
yeah.
put down 2, and
I'll
Grunt
put
did-
down 4.
Alright.
I put down a silver piece, wink.
Alright.
Coming out. Big shooter.
I think Utez will sit this one out. He goes to sit at the
I
bar.
wonder if they have competitive shoots and ladders here.
Alright, is everybody in? Okay, so let's see.
Oh, sorry, let me roll now.
Alright, 10. Alright, it gets back around to Dreg. He will open roll another d6. Oh, not a d7, whoops. Whatever, we'll keep it as a 1.
This dice has got an extra face on it.
it's not exactly like a helpful cheating, it's just kind of like weird, like it throws it off. Alright, he'll roll again. Okay.
So
Alright.
he's showing a total of 9.
Yeah, he's showing
Sure,
9. Well, yeah, because he's got so showing 9, and then there's 2 dice inside of the box. All right, goes to Blag. Blag had 9, 10, 16 from Blag. All right, and then we got Blag will stay at 16, and then Grunt. $15. Yeah, Grunt will stay at 15. Well, actually, I guess if he stays, he would just lose. So, okay, he busts, so he loses anyway. So why Grunt doesn't make any money? Yeah, all right, all right. So Grunt is out. Goes to Shadow.
No, looks like Caldaz is he's excited. He's rolling.
You got
yeah, he's like
You got 13.
13.
I'm at 16, so I will stay.
Caldas will go.
All right.
Ah!
Ooh, 19. All right. Let's see. Gets back around.
Did it?
Oh yeah. Oh, Hikara, go for it.
All right, so I got the dice that I rolled in front of me, the bones, quote unquote. So, but he's gonna roll an extra set of bones next to those bones, and pretend to cast augury, but ultimately it doesn't matter. So he'll roll 2 more dice. He'll kind of look at the bones and nod, and then he'll roll 2 more dice.
All right.
So for me at 15, I guess I'd have to go higher. So I have to roll less than a 3.
It's like 50-50 odds.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ooh,
I-
18. All right.
He kind of nods excitedly, thanking the bones, the other set of bones.
Give me as Hikar's last die rolls up on an 18 total. Give me perception checks.
Damn it.
Oh no.
All right. I assume you guidance yourself beforehand. It's always juice in these clerics.
No, I just too lazy to turn it off.
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Abuse the system.
Well, I did tactically ask for guidance just there, so yeah, let's say the bones, me throwing the bones was me casting guidance.
Nice. Ooh. All right, let's.
It asked for guidance from the bones.
The heart of the cards, the heart of the bones, the heart.
All right, Hikar and Kaldaz with your both 18 perceptions. You see as soon as like the extra dice comes up that shows Hikar's has the 18. You see Dreg reaches one of his because he's got 4 upper arms. He reaches like one of those smaller lower ones into the cup, and you can see he's very discreetly fiddling with the dice there. After which he lifts up the cup and displays, in addition to his, what does he have in the open here?
He was showing a
3? Was it
Get a 3,
Yeah,
and then he
3 or
rolled
4.
2 more.
Rolled a 2 and a 4.
So 9.
9. Okay, so under the cup he reveals a 6 and a 3 for a total of 18. He kind of spreads his arms that aren't holding the cup wide and says, that's how it goes. Looks like it's push." And he
He looked. Caldas give a nod to Carr, he certainly saw the same thing.
Did I win?
Close, but we both got 18, so we continue the next round as is.
Okay.
All right.
He's just happy to be here. He doesn't know what's going on.
Oh my god.
He collects the money from Blag and Grunt. Give me insight checks as he takes their money.
I see all of his deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah, Shadow, you see Blag kind of just nonchalantly pushes the money over to Dreg, who quickly collects it into a coin purse. You can see that Blag is kind of nonplussed, just playing the game. You can see Grunt kind of like lightly slams the table a couple times and looks very indignant as he slides over his copper pieces that he's been working so hard to gather. From a 21, you can tell it seems like Blag is much too nonchalant about giving his money away, and it seems that Grunt has the more appropriate reaction. It seems like Grunt is also rather stupid.
Okay.
You get the feel like there's a what?
Collusion.
Something's amiss. This isn't
Yeah.
regular gambling.
Yeah, you get with a nat 20 on your insight, you get the feel that Blag and Grunt are both in on it, to where they're just supposed to be giving their money away to rope in other people to lose their money, but Grunt kind of forgot and doesn't like losing.
All right. Same bet as before, and Shadow will play again, and keep a very close eye on Dreg's hands.
Kaldaz kind of places his warhammer like against the wall, like lets it clang a bit, like intimidatingly, and he'll double his bet.
Damn,
He
all right.
glares at Dreg.
All right. You see Grunt is out as he has lost all his money. Blag is still in. He's got a couple of gold left. Dreg kind of nods along and says, yes, keep playing. The luck is on your side now, I can tell.
We shall
No,
see.
how about Grunt deal us in?
You see,
Yes, that is an excellent idea. Let's Grunt deal.
yeah, you see Grunt kind of claps his hands excitedly. He says, yes, give me dice. You can see Dreg kind of narrows his eyes. He's like, no, this one much too stupid to play to deal.
I
It's
guess
but a simple game.
how about y'all triple our bets and then
Triple the bet with Grunt as the dealer? No. He pushes the.
You
Yeah, give me
need to
a.
trust your bones better.
Yeah, give me a persuasion, I guess.
persuasion? Can he use strength as persuasion, or
Yeah, sure. Go for intimidation. Yeah.
okay?
Well, it'd be. Yeah, you could just
Caress that warhammer convincingly.
Yeah. All right. 16. All right. You can see Dreg kind of nods, and then you see as he looks over at Grunt, he kind of narrows his eyes. You can see kind of like gives a slight nod of his head, as if like we've talked about this, you know. And then he hands the cup and the dice over to Grunt, who excitedly rolls some dice. He rolls the dice, and you can see he has a 3 that he displays openly.
Does Dreg bet his own? Like, are we all betting the same amount, or does Dreg have his own bet going on?
I guess. Yeah, Grant doesn't have any money, so Dreg would have to be putting forward the money.
Okay.
So he's putting up the counter bet, and
Yeah.
also betting himself.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he's the only one with money, I guess, besides Blag, who's just got a
At this
couple.
point, yeah.
Yeah, Grunt would be like, give me some money. I need to bet. I'm dealing. My
Yeah,
share."
you see he pushes over like 6 gold to Grunt, who very happily like kind of holds them up. He slaps all 6 onto the table. Dreg kind of like sighs, a low rasping Sahagin sigh before putting 1 gold up as his bet.
Only one?
Yeah, Shadow will reach over and sort of like, tap him in the arm and say, "Come now, you have done quite well. You should be more generous."
He looks between all of you, and you can see he's not having fun anymore. He's got a couple of his arms crossed. He pushes forward how much has he won from you guys so far? What, like a platinum and like 6 gold?
Well, we pushed, didn't we?
Oh yeah, pushed the platinum. So what is it? I think it's 6 gold that he's won from you guys so far.
I think so, yeah, because I bet
right.
4 and lost that.
All right, he'll put forward 6 then, along with 6 and along with another 4, so 10 total.
All right.
All right, he rolls. So Grunt rolls. He gets a 3 that he has openly, and then Dreg rolls. He gets 9. All right, Shadow.
Well,
Hikar.
So do I have to bet again, or do I just keep my bet?
well, you can keep your bet because it was a push before,
Okay.
Yeah.
so you can bet the same platinum.
Okay. Yeah.
Quote, excuse me, quote unquote, silver.
Yeah, silver.
All right, and Kaldaz. All right. All right. Let's see. Give me some insight checks as it gets back around to Grunt, who rolls an extra dice.
Rolls are all over the place.
Yeah, you either see everything or you miss it. Yeah.
Well,
So
I've got my eyes
Shadow.
on Dreg. I'm like,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So Hikari, you're looking at Grunt. You can see like a kind of he's very giddy as he rolls his extra dice, and then he looks between the dice and the dice that are concealed, and you can see he like moves his fingers in like a counting motion, and then as he gets up, counting up a little bit, you see all of a sudden his face kind of scowls and he sours, and he folds his arms indignantly before motioning for Dreg to roll. You see Dreg stays. Actually, wait. What is Dreg at? He's at 9. He'll roll. All right. Dreg gets 15 and will stay. All right. Shadow, Kikar, or Kaldaz.
all right, so that puts me at a 13.
You can see Grunt's not even paying attention to what you guys are rolling. His arms are folded. You can see he's got the 3 and the 6 displayed.
And I guess so. Would I roll again, or would I wait for everyone else to roll and then I'd roll additionally?
Oh no, you can keep rolling. Yeah.
Okay.
As much as you'd like.
All right. So. So 17.
Ooh, all right. Hikar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to use thaumaturgy to make all the lights in the bar go dim for a second. His eyes will start glowing like white. Look over at Grunt, and then he'll roll dice. We need lots more bones here. I think we might do another 3d6.
All
You don't
right.
have to roll them all at once. You just
Oh, I don't?
No,
Okay.
it's like blackjack, so you can like roll one die, like, oh, I need another one. And then roll
Okay.
another one.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I mean, if
10,
you want to roll 3d6 at once, be my guest.
11, 12,
oh wow.
16.
That beats Dreg. Kaldaz.
What do I get? I got a 12. I'm at a 15.
That ties with Dreg.
Risk it all.
Yeah, you really only got to beat the dealer.
Oh, okay. So wait, is that winner take all, or is it like?
As long as you beat the dealer, you get paid.
Okay. I'll
So
stay.
Dreg is having to bank Grunt.
Yeah, as long as you.
No money down.
Yeah, because you're taking Dreg's money, even though Grunt's dealer, because Grunt doesn't have, he doesn't have the money,
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you staying at 15 then?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you have finished, you can see Grunt barely paying attention now. Blag kind of leans forward, kind of tapping Grunt on the shoulder, motioning to all of your dice being rolled. You can see Grunt just kind of angrily lifts up the cup. You can see below it is a 5 and a 6, bringing his total to 20. And he's busted. You can see he's very upset. But he does count out the money that you won. Each of you gets you get double your money. Hikar, because you won this one, you get double the platinum as well as whatever you bet on the next one.
Alright, cool. And I assume all this gambling, and then someone shows up.
Then the plot happens.
Yeah, then the plot happens because we've been having 2 players do nothing for like 30 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just like, I feel so bad. So how much should
I
I
was
win?
having fun.
Orf is definitely asleep.
Okay.
You would
I was
have
hoping shooting and they'd run down into the water and I could scare them.
well, that's just a second. Because all right, so Shadow, yeah, you double whatever you bet this time. Hikari, you double your platinum, and then as well as whatever you bet this time. And then Kaldaz, you also double it. You can see after Grunt has counted out the money from the pile that Dreg presents him, Dreg kind of snaps shut the now considerably lighter coin purse, standing up. He's like, I'm done with this. You watch yourselves around here, as he points to each one of you with his 4 arms. Grunt kind of now his mood brought back up a little bit by getting to touch the money as he counted it out for all of you. He's not really concerned about it being given away. You can see he pockets like 1 gold coin, and then they begin to follow Dreg. Blag downs the couple flagons of ale that are still on the table before kind of giving like a half-hearted bow, I guess, kind of somewhat polite before moving past you all, following the other 2 out of the bar.
I'll pat Grunt on the back. So you did a good job. I'll tell him about the guild down. I don't know. It'd be cool to recruit us to Haugen, maybe play one day.
Yeah, you got this is the top mind of the Sahagin right here. You'd really want him around. But yeah, he nods, gives you his business card. It's a piece of cuttlebone fish cuttlebone that has his name spelled wrong in it.
Excellent.
Awesome.
He hasn't quite figured out that an N has 1 less loop than an M, but the 2 of you that are outside, you can see Theresa Hagen kind of leave in a huff before hopping into the waves and disappearing below them. As you guys were playing the game, the patrons of the bar dwindle considerably before finally a couple of them just kind of gather up their things and then head upstairs. All right. The happy chatter of the bar dies down to just kind of like a melancholy, kind of somber. You can hear the waves crashing against the cliffside outside. You can hear Bosco clinking glasses as he kind of puts everything behind the bar and cleans up the place. He turns over to you all and says, "Not long now, boys."
Should we take the spot in the back? And Shadow sort of gesture to this corner back here.
Yeah, Utez will go back there. He's like, yeah. Bosco says, Grig and the Antlion boys they'll be arriving first. If they ask about you, I'll just let them know that you lost somebody along in the jungle and you need a place to drink quietly. As long as you don't disturb him, he shouldn't pay any mind to you.
Shadow will nod in appreciation.
Tutu brings over a couple of things of beer and ale for you all. A little small basket of bread rolls.
Oh, Car devours the bread.
Nice.
Is the bread any good?
It's kind of like it's like one step above the hardtack that you would have in like a long ship journey.
Okay, well, Shadow will like tear one into like chunks, and he'll just just a piece at a time. He'll just eat
He
it.
says, "Oh yeah, that's freshly baked bread, one of the finest bakeries in Chult, in Port Nyanzaru."
Bread's not actually good for birds, so maybe I don't devour it.
You gonna keep sitting
So
there?
Scar gonna have the shits after this.
No,
Oh no.
you get scurvy. All right, is Kaldaz staying in that spot?
No, yeah,
No.
no.
He's gonna look
follow
out for
everybody
you.
else.
All right.
You
So,
Yeah.
or
I have luck.
Or if How's Kettle and Jimothy, or if you get your nap in, How's Kettle and Jimothy keeping a watch out. You'll see as several boats kind of, well, actually, I guess, or from his vantage point up on the cliffside. First, you would see a large boat pull up maybe a couple 100 feet away from the rocks of the alcove of the the cove that kind of go out. They can't get too close, of course, because they run aground. But this boat, Orv's seen a lot of ships in the Port Nyanzaru harbor. This one definitely bears resemblance to ships used by Kalishites, people from Kalimsham. It's like kind of a triangular sails with a longer body design that's made to kind of navigate through the channels over in Kalimsham. And it fits the description of the boat that would be piloted by the Antlion. As you see them pull up, several of the rowboats along the sides of it drop into the water, laden down with many people that make their way to the land.
Let's see.
Let's see. Yeah, so you see several rowdy-looking types climbing off of the boat. You see one man climbing out before he reaches back around. This man, he's wearing kind of like loose-fitted armor that kind of hangs off his body. He's got like a large greatsword across his back. He reaches into the boat behind him, kind of offering an arm to an older man sitting in the back. The older man kind of slaps away the arm before hoisting himself over the side. You can see he's got several scars and wounds across his body that are kind of covered somewhat by his large overcoat. You can see he's unkempt with a large tricorn hat on his head. And he says, "Don't touch me, Shago." The man referred to as Shago says, "Oh, boss, I was just trying to give you a hand there." And you can see as they all make their way out of the boats and begin to make their way to the tavern. Those of you in the corner of the room see as the door kind of slams open. Several of these guys kind of come in before this dude comes in, and another one. Let's see. So as all of the pirates walk in, they kind of look around the place. This man at the front, his eyes kind of wander across your table before quickly just kind of continuing his sweep of the room. He fixes his eyes on Bosco and kind of spreads his arm wide. He says, "Ah, Bosco!" And he makes his way up to the bar. These the pirates go and take a table that was previously occupied by a couple of Sahagins. Let's see. Finally, the older gentleman walks in. Bosco, he indicates towards the first guy to walk in, says, "Shago, pleased to see you're still kicking. How's Greg been treating you? Bosco says, "Oh, not bad. I didn't think I'd be able to find work, on account of my background, but I'm happy to say that I've found a home amongst the antlion and its patron." They kind of exchange some small talk before the said patron, referred to as Grig, makes his way up to the bar. He kind of sits down roughly and heavily onto a small stool by the bar, motioning towards Bosco, who quickly places a flagon of ale into his hand, which the man greedily begins to suck down. Grig kind of finishes the entirety of the ale before he kind of stretches. You can hear several muscles popping, and as he kind of like leans back, and you can get the full measure of his height. Though he is old and kind of gives off like a disheveled appearance, you can tell that many experienced years aboard a ship and as a presumably a captain of a pirate ship have kind of hardened him and strengthened him beyond his years. He nods towards Bosco. He says, "So, that old man Venisk, he's agreed to come by then, huh? You sure of it?" Bosco nods, says, "Oh yeah, he's assured me that he'll be through here. He's agreed to the terms of the parlay, What are you guys all doing up in your alcove?
Orf is just waiting at this point.
Planning to drink the alcohol, but pouring it out.
Just dumping out, man. That's the good stuff too.
Doesn't
Don't
smell
waste
good.
it.
Shadow he'll slowly pull at his tankard of ale, but he's just sort of keeping an eye on everybody, trying to take the measure of the people in front of him, trying to see what kind of weapons they're carrying, how dangerous they all might be, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you can tell that all these characters appear to be martial types. The kind of the rank and file all have rapiers or scimitars that they've got fastened to like fabric belt loops. Several of them appear to have kind of like light crossbows shrug over their backs that are loaded and ready for action. Shago has a great sword, and then just a couple daggers on his belt. Grig Riddell wearing this large overcoat that kind of hangs over his form and let's see. Yeah, hangs over his form. You can see it's kind of fastened up with many belts and loops. He doesn't appear to be wearing any obvious weapons.
Does he have like something that I might interpret as a arcane focus or anything like that?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. He's got a lot of trinkets hanging off of his coats. He's pretty richly appointed from a man that's in his line of work. A couple of like heavy set earrings and lots of rings on his fingers and a necklace here or there. Nothing stands out immediately though as an arcane focus.
But he doesn't have any obvious weapons. That's this guy here?
That's this guy who was referred to as Grig.
Okay. Grig isn't showing any obvious weapons, alright.
Yeah. Or if he is, they're likely either hidden beneath his coat, or he might not need weapons for some reason.
Okay. Shadow will sort of take a leap of logic, but he'll quietly tell the group that Captain Grig looks like he might be a spellcaster of some sort. Might be, so just be careful if things turn sour. Kill the spellcaster first.
True enough.
Hakar nods.
All right. So Grig and Bosco just kind of shoot the shit. Shago jumping in every once in a while. You get the opinion that Shago probably joined up in the last couple months. He was looking for work as a guide in the jungle, but nobody would hire him, unfortunately. But he found work as a mercenary, working for the crew of the Antlion. Let's see. Grig comes off as your typical kind of rough around the edges, commands the presence. He orders some of the finest ale be served to his men, and as he sits there, he kind of recounts a couple of old like pirate stories to Bosco, mostly just recounting maybe past scores. He doesn't. You'll notice he doesn't talk about anything more recent than, say, like 5 years ago. All of his stories are out from farther than that. Though, obviously, they're still and have been present in the area for a while. Alright. With that, some time will pass. They just kind of hang out. They don't really bother. They don't really acknowledge you or anything. They mostly just hang out, consuming alcohol and being rowdy, I suppose. Eventually, let's see, Orf, looking out over the waves, you see coming in maybe an hour after the Antlion is like a richly appointed ship, similar in design and definitely as ornate as the ship that was parked out there before. This one displays like kind of gold encrusting around like the anywhere where there'd be exposed metal. You can see it's been either burnished or enchanted in some manner to give off like a gold shimmering hue. The sail, which is out prominently, has been crisscrossed with designs to make it look like a pair of dragon's wings spread out over the ship, and emblazoned in gold lettering across the bow is the words "The Endless Horde," or I guess just "Endless Horde." As that ship drops anchor, several rowboats lower themselves into the water and begin to make their way to the cove.
Any familiar faces on these?
Yeah, give me some perception checks. Orf and Hozkettle.
So what is the plan, guys? we're gonna let them have this party and then kill them all, or I know we just want Cuz, obviously, but
That's the thing, though, is like we're not really in a position to
oh no
have
way.
land.
So when Cuz shows up, we try and lure him away and take him
Yeah,
out. And then...
I think that would have been sort of the gist of it. See if Cast Long Shadow can separate Cuz, and if we can separate Cuz, and then we can all sort of curb stomp him, then we can decide whether we want to go back in and deal with the
I don't know.
the rest of the pirates.
Spirit Guardians is like the best spell ever. I'm just like looking over.
It is a good spell. All right. Yeah, you guys can formulate a plan. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the crew of the Endless Horde are en route aboard a couple of rowboats, so they'll be making landfall in a couple minutes.
Is there some place where you want Orf to set a trap?
Put a hunting trap right at the front door. We'll never.
Not a hunting trap, a magic trap. I can set it to only attack who I want it to attack.
Huh.
Anyone who gets off a boat, maybe like sink their boat.
I assume that I'm gonna set the trap to only attack Cuz, but just wherever you want to lead him to.
I don't know. I'm a fan of plans spectacularly failing. sometimes. So maybe if you put it in a spot, or maybe it accidentally shoots at Cuz while they're talking, or which.
I mean,
Well,
I know you're
here's-
asking us, but like realistically, you are outside and can't really
Yeah.
talk to the rest of the group. So if you want to set a magic trap,
Yeah.
by all means, set a magic trap at it.
Well,
we're not
I
gonna-
guess we would have asked like, are there any other exits to the bar?
there's
I
probably
think
one
there's
that
like
leads.
one other right here.
Yeah, it's probably like a trapdoor
next
that
to where
goes
we
into
are.
water that people can swim through to escape if they need to.
That's probably behind the bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
I
right.
imagine.
Yeah. Just after this other group goes in, assuming that Cuz is in that group.
And story-wise, it's too bad
Huh?
Corden isn't here. We kind of want to like take out these pirates anyway, right?
We do deep down,
Overall-
but it's sort of like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like we kind of have to judge the numbers.
Yeah. It's too bad Corden isn't here. I'm sure one of these is.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
mine.
would definitely wreck heads.
Yeah. I wish he was here.
If you would have had to
Do
receive.
Do you want me to set the trap to attack everyone?
What does the trap do?
It fires 8 arrows at whoever I tell it to fire at, and they have to make dexterity saving throws. But it's only like 2 around. I'm gonna use 2 cordon of arrows.
Oh.
I don't know. It's difficult. I mean,
Well,
if
here's
one of the guys just gets attacked, all of them are going to go on alert, including the people in the bar, and that's just not going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try luring out Cuz just because in my backstory, he was one of the people who liked to make fun of me in the old tribe under the old leader. So,
Well, I'm just looking around, like what direction could he run, and then I was gonna set a trap there after they pass into the bar. So,
Probably the door that everyone's been coming in and out of.
yeah, so I was thinking like right here. That way, if he starts running, he'll trigger it.
Yeah,
as he
so
runs
why
back.
don't you wait until everyone gets in the bar and then set up your traps? And set it for Cuz.
Yeah.
If he runs out, it'll get him.
Yeah, that's what I was just asking, if there's like other exits.
Well, the fish told you about one, but I imagine that's like
Yeah.
under the bar in the water.
All right. So other exit to the bar. Let's see. If you scout it out using like the cracks, you can see that there's this cove on the front that kind of leads out as an exit, and then there's another cove that is inside like the rock face itself that leads out to the water as well. And there's like kind of a smaller eating area inside there that Bosco hasn't mentioned or gone down, but you've been able to see through the cracks.
Would Orf have any idea about where that would end? Because he's just scouting to see where to put a cordon of arrows. Like if Cuz escapes from the room, because I'm thinking right here in this general area, and then just if there's another exit, like if Cuz starts getting away, to put one there.
Yeah, it appears as if the I mean, it's a pirate bar. There's a lot of exits.
yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Let me I'll grab your token. Okay. Let's see. So if you look from this vantage point, you can see, like, as you kind of scale around, there's this right here. Whoops! Don't look at those. You can see. But there's like a back exit to the bar that leads out to couple of like a smaller pier that a couple of rowboats are moored at, and then leads into like a deeper into the cave. So there's basically like these 2 main exits, and then there's the third exit that the fish told you about that involves going through some water.
All right. Does it look like I can I can climb along the walkway, climb along the walls, and place a cordon of arrows in the wall here?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, I'll mark it right there. All right, and then where's this other cordon going?
It's going to go here after a group, after the group passes.
All right, you can tell that the group doesn't seem to be going that way though. They park their boats in that other alcove,
Okay.
like in the one we placed the first cordon of arrows. They put it they park them back there. It looks like there was a spot. They chose a spot so their rowboats aren't gonna have to be right next to the Antlion's rowboats, you know.
Yeah. So just after they go in, I'll place those 2 traps just as fast as I can.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you see the boats pull up. They go into that little alcove under the rock, and they unload. You can see they walk right past where. Yeah, I'll put your dude over here so you can see. Yeah, they come in. They got their boats. Let me reveal these boats. All right. They make their way right past where your trap is set and into the room. Is that just set to go off immediately, or is it? Oh, you're setting it afterwards.
I'm setting it afterwards, and I can exclude people from the trap. And I'm going to. My intention is to set it so that it only attacks Cuz. So just exclude everyone but Cuz.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So they make their way in. There's a short pause. They kind of go up some stairs off to the back before those in the main bar are able to see some people emerge from this staircase over here on the far. Actually, I guess they could probably come down this staircase. Seems a better idea. So the first one down is a Dead Marsh member. You all see a typical looking black lizard folk, reminiscent to Utez, but they kind of silently make their way to.
You should probably throw Utez's name tag up. Just
oh yeah, sure.
just in case.
I'll give him a name tag, and I'll give him a pink dot. There we go. All right. After those 2 make it in, you see a golden dragonborn walks in. Kind of scans the room around. Yeah, scans the room. Like kind of flicks his eyes over Grig, both Grig and Shago, before motioning back to the 2 Dead Marsh before taking a seat down there. Next up, a golden dragonborn female walks down. She is arm in arm with Cuz. And then they both make their way down to this table, and then finally, following close behind Cuz and the female gold dragonborn is another gold dragonborn. This one older. You can see that their scales have kind of burnished from age, though they have a keen look on their face, and you can see an obvious intelligence behind the eyes of this dragonborn. He's wearing kind of what would pass for nobles' clothes on the mainland. They are quite rich. You can see that they've been meticulously cared for, even despite the profession that they've found themselves in. And you can see a sword at his hip as he walks down.
A big iron on his hip.
Yeah, big iron. Well, it's a steel actually, but yeah, same. All right, so he walks down. He sees. He gives kind of like a polite nod to Grig before addressing Bosco. He says, yes, Bosco. It is such a pleasure to be once again in your magnificent establishment." He gestures around towards like the leaky taps and the squeaky floorboards of the Queen. Bosco kind of spreads that toothy smile again. He says, I'm glad that you were able to make it here in one piece, Venkish. He says, I know you and Grig have much to speak of. Why don't you both have a seat at the bar and have a talk? Grig waves off Shago. Shago kind of, you can see he shoots like a distrustful glance towards the crew of the Endless Horde. You can see he's kind of got like an itchy trigger finger. He's got like his hand he keeps roaming towards and playing with the daggers on his belt, but he leaves and goes and sits down with the rest of the crew at the tables. Grig and Venkish both share like a firm, quick handshake, and then they both take seats at the bar and immediately go into a conversation with each other. They keep hushed tones. I guess they probably sit like in between their two dudes. Yeah. As they're discussing, both the crews on either side of the room kind of shoot distrustful glances back and forth at each other. You can see every once in a while, Cuz, kind of oblivious to the rest of the room, kind of says says some mumbled joke, which this golden dragonborn kind of laughs at. She kind of leans over him. You can tell she's very taken with him in his muscular lizard folk form.
Kaldaz looks kind of jealous. He doesn't look so tough. I've got a teen strength or something.
She's slumming it.
Yeah, I've got
a dragon with a lizard. Yeah.
I can pull me one of the fancy gold scale dragon ladies.
Orf does have to apply another liquid shadow because it doesn't have but an hour.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's see. So yeah, Cuz doesn't even really notice the other dead marsh in the room. These two raiders, they kind of seem to acknowledge those ones, but they don't really acknowledge it as anything more than a coincidence. They figure, oh, maybe we're living under Brazza's rule isn't so great, and more defectors have made their way to Jahaka Anchorage. Venkish and Grig, their talk, you can see Venkish speaks with a nobleman's demeanor. Is quite like well kempt. Grig Riddell giving off the stereotypical pirate vibe. Their talk seems to encompass Venkish, who's been in the region for decades, and he prides himself on the fact that he only robs from those coming to Chult or those that are seeking to plunder the riches of Chult. He's kind of giving like a stern talking to Grig, who has formed this alliance with the Flaming Fist and is pillaging not only non-Chultan vessels but also native Chultan vessels. The only ships that aren't attacked by the Antlion are those under direct Flaming Fist control. Those that aren't are pillaged, and large cuts are taken of the cargo, and a percentage of it, as you guys have learned, is paid back to the Flaming Fist. So this meeting is kind of like Venkish trying to protect not only the interests of himself but also of Chult, because if the shipping lanes aren't profitable, then shipping dries up and no pirates can make a living. Grig does not seem receptive. He's making plenty of money from
No, that's all terrible.
He's making plenty of money from his deal with the Flaming Fist, and is intent on continuing it. And that seems to be the back and forth of conversation between these two. And what is
do I feel like, just like cursory glance with them, do I feel like tensions are high, like the crew's looking at each other constantly?
Well, yeah, I mean, these guys have had a couple of kind of bloody encounters before, where both sides have lost members.
Yeah.
You can tell that it seems as if what you call it, the Golden Dragonborns all seem to be of a higher skill caliber than the others, but they are much fewer. It seems this is the reason that they required bringing on these the Dead Marsh tribe as mercenaries to kind of aid them.
The general feel is like if a fight starts, they might just start attacking each other.
Yeah, that seems to be the general feel.
Okay, so I have
This
a
is
plan.
kind of
Does
like
anyone else have anything?
So who's got a play?
I do.
What's your idea?
I'm gonna go over here and pretend to like do fortune telling shit, and maybe that'll lure Cuz over, and then we can get him, and then I might just start fighting.
Oh yeah, he won't recognize any of us.
He won't recognize me.
I think he'd recognize he'd probably recognize Utez and Kaldaz.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you guys are from the same tribe as him.
Well, I mean, Shadow can go up and like offer to buy him a drink, that sort of deal, and thank him for killing his brother. You know, pretend like it's not a big deal, but see if you can like separate them.
Mm-hmm. I'll challenge him like an arm wrestle or whatever. Be like, hey, how's it going?
Something. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. So Shadow's gonna get up, and he's gonna take his drink with him, and he's gonna go up to Cuz and sit down.
All right. Yeah, as you make your way over, there's a free stool that you can sit down on. Cuz and this gold dragonborn, which he seems to be affectionately referring to as Val. So I was kind of keeping these names straight. The other Golden Dragonborn, which is kind of just lightheartedly talking with these two lizard folk, hasn't revealed the name. But yeah, as you take a seat, these two are just kind of going back and forth. Typical, seems like honeymoon stage of relationship where they're kind of fawning over each other. They don't really notice you sit down, though.
So Shadow, sort of clears his throat and try to get Cuz's attention. And once Cuz looks over, he'll say, "Are you Cuz of the Dead Marsh?"
You can see at this, he kind of like stops, turns over, kind of raising like one of his reptilian eyes. Val, still laughing at one of his jokes, kind of slowly the laughter kind of dies out as you can see that Cuz isn't laughing anymore. He raises one eye, says, "Yeah, I might have been at one time. Who's asking?"
"I am Castellong Shadow. I must thank you for a great service that you did me. Thanks to your actions, I now stand to inherit a great deal from my family. I must thank you. May I buy you a drink?"
He says, "I didn't think I was in the business of helping people to great fortunes. How'd that come to pass?"
"Ah, you slew my brother in combat. He was the oldest. And since he is no longer with us, I can inherit."
"Your brother, huh?" You can see he's wearing several weapons. I guess Castellong Shadow would recognize the spiked club across Cuz's back, which is the alleged murder weapon, I suppose. Cuz says, "Well, I've killed a lot of people, but never had anybody come back and thank me for it."
Yes, well, those who are slain typically do not thank you, but as I said before, as I am the inheritor, I must thank you for killing my brother, dreamer of the impossible."
"Ah, was that his name? The fancy-looking lion boy?"
"Yes, that was he."
Well, I wouldn't mind a drink, sure. Tell Bosco to get me the usual.
Very well. Allow me.
Make it two, one for the girl here.
Sure. All right.
You'd see
Cast a long shadow. He'll get up. He'll order two of the usual from Bosco. What is it that I'm drinking? Is it ale? Are they like fancy cocktails, that sort of thing?
Cuz as usual is just a bottle of like this mead type thing that's been imported. It's very expensive. It costs like $1 a bottle.
You gonna put some iocane powder in his drink? It's odorless, colorless.
it
I am
comes
from Massachusetts. I am not from Australia. Okay, so in that case, I will buy. So you wanted 2 bottles of it, or just
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for repentance, you're not gonna find it here. He's trying. You come to him like this, and he's like, yeah, bring me back 2 bottles of this expensive crap.
Okay, fine. I will buy 2 bottles. I will give the gold to the Bosco. And on my way back, I will quote stumble, and both those things are going to get launched at Cuz's head.
Ooh, all right, yeah, make me.
So I put them on a tray. Like I put the 2 bottles on a tray with glasses and everything, and I stumble on a loose floorboard, and the whole thing gets launched at his face.
All right, yeah, give me an attack roll to because you're trying to aim him, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, just see if you can beat his AC here. So
what do you want me to roll? Like a dexterity, or like my longbow or something? Or
yeah, do a longbow.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
So ignore the dueling style.
Yeah, an 18 definitely hits.
Okay.
I mean, this is one weapon.
Yeah, you kind of have yourself stumble. The drinks come flying forward. You can see Cuz is kind of like he's got his head kind of buried in the shoulder of this woman, this dragonborn, and he sees them coming, and he kind of like tries to bring his arm up to block them, but he catches one, but another one sails past it, kind of nails him with a hollow bonk as it smacks into the side of his head. You can see he immediately kind of straightens up, kind of almost rising to his feet. He says, clumsy one, ain't ya?
I'm terribly sorry. And as I'm coming forward, like I'm knocking the table, and I will again stumble and toss my tankard into his chest, knock it over, have it spill on him.
Extra
I'm
attack.
trying to incite a duel.
All right, yeah, give me another attack roll, yeah.
All right, well, we'll do the longbow again, I guess. Whoop.
All right, yeah. At this point, he kind of puts his large clawed hand up and catches the mug before thrusting it aside so it clatters against the floor, kind of spilling there. He says, "Oh man, no wonder your brother went down so easy. You're a klutz. You're just stumbling all over the place. Get yourself up, boy." You can see Val is she's like, "No," she's like, "Don't, not here. You're gonna ruin my brother's parlay, please."
If you wish to step outside, you certainly can. I made no offense, but if you are taking as such, my honor must be satisfied.
At this point, you can see there's kind of some interested looks coming from the antlion guys over here. Shago at this point has both daggers kind of laying stabbed into the table, and he's staring over at you guys. You can see an anxious grin on his face, like he's ready for a brawl to start out. At this point, now that Cuz and you are both standing, Cuz with a sizable lump on the side of his face from a heavy beer or heavy mead bottle, sorry. Let's see. Venkish kind of whips around, addressing Cuz, and he says, "Come now, what is going on here? Cuz, sit down. You will not ruin this chat with the lovely members of the Antlion. And you, who are you?" Gesturing towards Long Shadow.
I am Kesselong Shadow. I was merely thanking this man for killing my brother. I now stand to inherit a great deal, and I have heard many great things of great Captain Venkish. I'm surprised he is dealing with such rabble as these. Perhaps your stories of your greatness are overblown.
Yeah, give me an insight check. Yeah, you can see as you speak of Cuz killing your brother, there's definitely some surprise that plays over his face for a moment. Then his expression kind of hardens as you question his honor, but he continues kind of like an expression of... Sorry, there's a friggin' train going by. Okay.
It's
That's
okay.
his temper. It's on its way.
Yeah, so he says, let's see. Well, I can assure you that I had no knowledge of Cuz's background. I could assume that he had been into some fights before. I mean, just look at him. But that's besides the point. He's currently in my employ. Question my honor again, and this parley will cease to be. If you have issue with Cuz, you may attend to it after my deal is struck with this one. He gestures towards Grig. Grig stands up. He says, No, I won't be agreeing to your terms. Me and the Antlion boys are doing just fine raiding these piddly merchant vessels, and if a cut of it has to go elsewhere, then so be it. But I won't be backing down from this one. So if you're hinging your thoughts on that, Venkish, then perhaps you've gotten too old for the work.
And hearing this, Shadow will look at Cuz and he'll look at Captain Venkish, and he will say, My business with Cuz is my own, and I will deal with him in my own time. But if you will let that thing determine how you rule the seas, I do not question your honor, Venkish. I deny its very existence. Show me that you are as great as you say. Teach this rabble a lesson.
Oh,
This is awesome.
good. He elbows Carly. This is getting good.
And the guy's looking at the bones and he's shaking his head.
While all this is going on, I'm going to go start untying all the rowboats from the docks.
Ooh, all right. The Antlion's boats. All right. All right. Let's see. There's a whisper as you question the very existence of Venkish's honor. Shago over at the table. At this point, he's kind of like, he's got his sword drawn, he's half crouched, he whispers to the others, and he says, Oh, that Tabaxi's done it now. Question an old man Venkish. There's surely going to be a fight today, boys. And you can see the others are all kind of gathering their things as well. Same with Dead Marsh. You can see that Val kind of has like a aghast expression as she looks between Cuz, Shadow, and Venkish. The other golden dragonborn in the corner of the room. You can see his eyes have kind of been following Shadow, and now kind of have focused on Cuz, and he's got kind of a quizzical expression on his face, kind of like, oh, let's see where this goes, I guess. Yeah, with that, oh geez, I think Grig, just give me a couple minutes to piece this together, I guess.
Yeah, no
A
worries.
lot happened all at once.
Yeah, I was about to start loudly proclaiming, like, if people will use their fortunes told, sitting at a table with the bones. they have the answers you seek. But probably get drowned out at this point.
Yeah, I think. So yeah, Venkish's honor has been questioned. Greg doesn't seem to be agreeing to the terms. Let's see. Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, Venkish would just turn to Greg. He'd say, I do wish that you would be able to agree to a more amicable means of continuing your business, but seeing as to the fact that you can't even see what's wrong with robbing native Chultans, then I agree that talks have broken down. At which point, you can see he nods towards in the direction of the golden dragonborn that's been watching inquisitively, and you see as all of us, or give me an Arcana check. Anybody who's trained in Arcana?
Nope.
I don't. I can roll, but I'm not.
That's why you
proficient
wanted me to
in
bring
Arcana.
Simone.
I'm proficient, but I'm not in the room.
Okay.
Orf's got his little binoculars out looking.
All right.
Is the door open?
There are windows.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, yes. Like,
Well, I think that's just because we're not in Foundry. I'm not sure. Is the door open because the door opened, or is the door open because we're not in Foundry and it's too hard to mess with?
Oh wait, it should be open. Yeah. Is it not?
Oh,
the door is open.
it is open. I
we're
just
just wanting to make sure that the door is in fact supposed to be open.
Oh yeah, it's open. It's kind of you would need to be in the room to see for this Arcana check though, because you need to be able to have. There's a couple things, but anyway, as Venkish says, that talks have broken down. There's like kind of a sizzling sound coming from these two. Actually, I guess these 3 or 4 tables over here, and you see as a kind of a rune burns itself on top of these tables, and then each one of the tables explodes in turn.
Awesome.
Bluey.
And everything shit hits the fan. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Right.
All right. Nobody's trained in Arcana, so nobody knows this in universe, but out of character, several glyphs of warding that were inscribed into these tables
What?
have exploded.
Yeah, they prepped him beforehand. It's very cool.
That is actually very cool. I have to remember that.
Could you flip me around, Will? I think I'm gonna ask you to make me like a shifty token so I can turn my character around.
Oh man,
Just staring
actually,
at the
that'd be
wall.
pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
Just so I can do it myself without bothering you about it. All right.
Yeah, no worries.
Now I'm ready to fight.
All right, let's get a couple of dexterity checks from these dudes. Yeah, I mean,
Bust.
let's see, glyph of warding. It's only costs 200 gold. So, and they're it only take an hour to cast. So you find yourself a nice spot at a bar table and roll it up. All right, so Shago. Let's get. Yeah, so it's gonna be set for the explosive rune. So it's a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the glyph.
Oh, boy.
So it's 4 fireballs going off?
Yeah, but they're only 5d8. They would have set
So
them up.
4
I guess they-
fireballs going off.
Yeah.
See,
You said
what
20
you
foot
need to do-
radius? Oh god, yeah.
get a bunch
Well,
of shields, cast glyphs on them, and then throw down your shields in the middle of the battle. Trigger them.
There only
No.
would be 3.
No. Have a shield of returning, and then you throw it. The room triggers. It blows up. Then it comes back to you.
Oh, like Captain America style.
exploding Captain America.
Yeah.
But a glyph of warding can't be moved around a lot, right? That's like
Yeah.
It's got to be in a fixed spot.
Okay.
So these ones were inscribed onto the table or, onto the wall behind the table, whichever works. Either way, when they explode, they're going to catch all of these pirates, Shago, and Grig Riddell in the explosion. And that'll be 3 dex checks from each of them. So here's Shago's 3 checks. He'll
All right.
pass.
This is gonna take 10 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna get
Alright.
some pizza.
Dexterity is 13. Alright, so let's see. Spell save DC 14. Creature takes 5d8. And what would they set it to? Probably just fire, honestly. Alright, so he's gonna take half of all of them. So 12, 10, and 12.
We're gonna take a chance on this track, see what happens. Might be pretty loud.
Alright. And these pirates are gonna need some good saves here. First pirate dies. Ooh, this one might actually live, so that'd be 2 passes, so... so that'd be 22, 24, so only 46 damage on that one. So we got 1 pirate alive. Well, 1 pirate that's gravely injured, I guess. Let's see. That pirate's alive. 2 pirates that are alive. That guy. Oh, 3 that are alive. And okay, all right. So, let's see. 1 pirate is dead. Alright, so we got minus 44. Alright, so 3 of the pirates actually managed to dodge some of the fireballs, but are heavily injured. One of them is just consumed completely. Shago is not bloodied, but dodges the brunt of several of the balls. And then let's roll these guys in. I was waiting for Roll20 to load the initiative here. Come on.
Oh, it's up for me, but
I'm just waiting for because I got my
macro. Yeah.
There we go.
oh, the macro.
It takes everyone and rolls them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice. I don't have to go into the sheets. All right. So, oh shit, I forgot to make Grig's saves. Let's give Grig some saves here. Alright, Grig is not able to dodge one of them, but the other 2 dodge, and you see as Grig dodges, he gets burned by the first one, taking half damage, but then, actually...
I feel like he's pretty safe, right? You'll probably only get hit with one of them.
Oh yeah, so let's see, evasion, you're subjected.
So you save for half automatically. If you make a
Yeah.
save, you take no damage.
Damn,
It's dex
okay,
based.
yeah. Yeah, so you see Grig, he completely dodges 2 of them, and then the last one, he just takes half damage. All right. He shouts out, "Treason! I knew you weren't an honorable pirate captain." And Venkish turns to you and says, "You're not worthy of my honor." Let's see, Grig. He's gonna look. He sees that his dudes are pretty badly injured right off the bat, and these guys are all wounded. He's gonna. I don't think Grig would retreat. He's just gonna charge up, and he will attempt to attack Venkish. You see he reaches into his coat. He brings out a sword, like a hilt, and then you watch as he as soon as it gets out of his coat, he quickly says like a command word, and then the hilt of the sword explodes in a long beam of light, which seems to kind of light up the room.
A freaking lightsaber.
Yup.
Yeah, no kidding.
I guess it's just, I'll change the music. Dun, 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 dun. Some dual
And
effects in
he
here.
lashes out towards Venkish. Some really, really poor rolls, unfortunately. He does not have advantage. So he slings out 2 attacks, both of which miss. Venkish, wearing his full armor, kind of brings up his hands in defensive and pushes away the arm of Grig, keeping the blade away from him. Let's see. This pirate, he's getting up from his stool. He's all scorched from several fireballs, and he's gonna make a morale check. Middling morale. He'll get to the door, and then as he whips out his crossbow, he will launch it. Let's see. And who's it gonna shoot at? It'll be a +6. I think you probably just shoot it straight at Venkish. He launches the bolt. Actually, nah, he probably doesn't want to fuck with that shit. He's got burned up. He'll shoot at Cuz, I guess.
Or we can just shoot at these guys over here, the other crew.
True.
This is the guy that blew everyone up. I mean, probably
know
he might
that.
not know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he shoots out a crossbow bolt. This crossbow bolt does actually hit Cuz for max damage, 12 damage. It lodges itself into Cuz's shoulder. He looks over now. The fire kind of blinding him for a second, and he's like, "Oh, well, now we're talking, aren't we?" And you see he is getting up to his full height, bringing out his spiked club. Athlong Shadow, what are you doing?
Oh, it's on. I have caused the chaos I needed to cause. I'm drawing my rapier, and I'm going to strike at Cuz.
All right.
So we're just gonna do normal stuff here. All right. 16.
All right, 16 would hit, but Cuz brings up his club now off his back and slashes away your rapier from hitting.
All right, extra attack.
That'll definitely hit though for 12 damage.
All right, and then let's burn an action surge and we'll attack 2 more times. Does the 19 hit?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then we'll follow it up. Another 19.
That's gonna hit as well. Yeah, you immediately start shredding into Cuz. He blocks away the first one, but then you kind of use that leverage to drive your rapier into him 3 times, each one drawing blood. You're just adding to the motley of scars across his chest. He kind of pushes the Dragonborn woman away and faces you, and he says, "What is your family name?" To Shadow.
Don't really have a family name, but Shadow will sort of dance over here. We'll do the 5e shuffle, and he'll say, "My name is not important, but what is important is that you're a fool, and you will die a fool for what you did to my brother. I will kill you on this day."
He says, "I wanted to know who to address your coffin to for when I put you into the ground next to your brother."
Good luck with that. I will wear your hide out of here, scum.
You see he's even raged him. Jimothy, what are you doing?
Right through the side of the wall. Boom!
Kool-Aid!
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I mean, the wall does seem considerably weakened from the explosions that rocked it.
This is what
So
I'm
if you'd
talking
like
about.
to...
But right now he's in mount mode, so I can't use him for much more than that.
Alright, so you're gonna blast through the door,
Or I guess we'll squeeze to get through the door. Or
Oh,
at
I
least
thought
get our
you
head
could-
in the door.
You can use your action to do cool stuff.
Well, that's homebrew, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's mounted. He's using uses a mount at the moment, so he can't do anything but move and dodge.
Alright. Takes a dodge. Alright. Venkish. Let's see. Alright. He begins his leadership aura. Alright. Okay, so he activates that. So he begins barking orders. He says, "Rout these scurvy dogs from this place. They shall terrorize Chult no more." And he motions towards Castellong Shadow. He says, I don't know. He says, "Kill that one too." And, yeah, he'll turn to Grig, and he will attack as well. Yeah, so he's got his sword. Brings it up in 2 hands. Oh, damn. So yeah, he blocks both of Grig's attacks, attacking twice with his longsword, wielding it two-handed for 2 24s and 19 damage. You see as Grig kind of leans away from the first blow, taking half damage and burning his uncanny dodge. This raider will leap up from the table. He's been ready for this all night as he charges up. He's gonna look around. He sees you're kind of going toe-to-toe with Cuz, and he's not really about that life, so he's gonna rush past you and go after the I don't know if he really wants to get close to the fucking Spinosaurus and just burst down the door
Snapping
anyway.
through the
But
door.
yeah, I guess he'll stop like right here, like blocking Venkish, and then he will throw an attack down. Yeah, he like brings his short bow off his back, shooting it at this pirate that's still kind of in the fire. Oh, short sword, same shit. So
It is.
that's gonna hit for 6. Yeah, you can see this guy is just barely stumbling out from under one of the burned out tables whenever a short bow arrow just nestles it into his gut, and he's getting up much slower now. Let's see. Dragonborn referred to as Val. She hops to her feet. I think she cares about Cuz somewhat, enough to keep you from murdering him.
Murder,
Alright.
this is vengeance, and this is going to be a fair fight, probably.
That's true, it's true.
But I also understand her point of view.
But she wanted it to be a fair fight, though. How much does she like Cuz, I guess, is the question. Let me roll a...
Roll a performance wink check.
Was she just was she just with him for his money?
She's with him for his intimidating presence and to make her brother mad.
Oh, it's one of those situations, is it?
And Cuz is very intimidating, and his presence is much obliged. He's gentle when he's around his women folk. He's not a complete monster, I guess. I can't make him a brother killer and a wife beater, so she reaches forward and places a hand on his back, and you watch as Cuz blinks out. You can still hear his breath, and you can still feel his presence, but he disappears. Orf, you're up.
All right. Orf saw Cuz get back around the corner to go drink with Castle Long Shadow. So instead, since there's no way he's ever going to be able to attack that, he'll have to attack his allies. So he's going to shoot at this guy over here.
Oh, shit. Sniper round incoming.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Orf is also going to disappear. Bonus action hide. Just a 12.
I think you're already pretty hidden. You had lots of time to get a good hiding spot.
Yeah. I'd say you're hidden, yeah, because this guy's all the shit that's going on in the bar. Definitely not focusing on a small cat dude outside.
DM. Does a Dragonborn count as a dragon?
Oh no, not for your cousin. He doesn't have the dragon type.
Alright. I'm gonna use I can't use any of my special stuff, so I'm not close enough. So I'll just shoot him twice.
Alright, go for it. He will get no cover because you're a sharpshooter. Well, he gets cover, but you ignore it, so.
Okay. Actually, I'll sharpshooter the first one because I have advantage on that. And then I'll just do regular second.
Sounds good. Advantage at 18 is just what you needed. You hear a loud clang as your arrow kind of nails the noble-looking clothing, and it kind of shimmers for a moment before the enchantment fails, and you can see he's wearing full plate mail. But an 18 definitely hits for 20 damage. Follow-up hits as well for another 5. He takes the arrows to the gut before kind of riding himself up to his height. He looks at Grig, and his reptilian face narrows and scrunches. He says, I see I wasn't the only one that had contingency plans. Grig
right.
just kind of thinks for a moment and then nods. He's like, yeah.
All right, and then I'll try and break line of sight a little bit, and that's my turn.
All right. Got a weird 4-way fight here. All right, Hikar, you're up.
Yeah, I really don't know who to attack.
Yeah, who are we fighting?
Because these gold dragonborns seem like actually good dudes, and we might want to take it interested. But I don't think Hikar's smart enough to even think about that. So,
Have you met Dragonborn before?
I don't know.
Just here.
Just these are out of character thoughts. But I think I'll just walk up to this guy.
he looks over at you. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Oh man, I feel really bad. Guys, I really don't know
Interesting night.
what to do.
Well, you know that
Well,
metallic ones
if you
are
could
good
cast
guys.
the
and-
spell magic on like Cuz or something, that'd be a big help.
Yeah, but you gotta see something to cast a spell magic on it, don't you?
But not with the spell. You could just kind of make an area and dispel the magic that's there.
Ah.
That's like the one caveat to that. But normally you'd be right. I think I'll just cast. I do have dispel magic.
Magic only fists.
Okay, I mean, yeah, they're pirates. They probably want to die anyway. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to this guy. I'm gonna cast the second level inflict wounds.
Oh damn!
Just walk up
They
on-
probably want to die anyway.
As you get closer and you see his name tag comes into view.
Oh no! He has a name.
Poor,
Oh no!
All right.
poor Vimosin.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he had 1 week to retirement.
All right.
I clicked it. It's coming.
Oh, okay. I thought you were morally debating.
Hey,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, 22 definitely hits.
Just
Oh,
walk
that's
up
a
with
heavy
with
hit.
with a talon hand and just kind of softly, like almost not even touch him, caress him, and then the necrotic energy.
Yeah, 20 damage. The necrotic shoots across him, decaying immediately. His luxurious-looking clothes. He lets out like a shriek. You can see as he kind of reels back from it, like a crest comes out from beneath his clothing, and you can see it's a medallion. You can tell he's a cleric of Lathander.
A guild medallion.
No.
Okay.
Like he's a life, not a life cleric, but a cleric.
Cleric of Lathander. I don't know if Akar knows about that, but that's the good guy, right?
Yes, the light god.
Oh
He's
shit.
probably not a. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw that extra juice on there, even though I could. So now I'm questioning everything. I'm done. Someone else's
Alright.
turn, please.
All right, this raider.
What
he
you
sees-
do is you inflict the wound, then you tell him sit down. You know.
Well, I mean, this guy's already. He didn't even take any. The only hostile action he took was activating the runes. Well, as far as you guys know, I guess shit. I should have given you guys an insight check whenever the runes went off. But I guess it would have been a really hard insight check anyway because like the place would be exploding. But if anybody's trained in insight and wants to give me an insight check, go for it. For a retroactive. It should be kind of obvious now that things have progressed. But okay, yeah, with a 16, Venkish would have looked at Vimosin to be like, yeah, activate the runes or whatever. But you could tell that Val is the one that kind of made a manipulation under the table, and she's the one that blew up the glyphs of warding. You can tell she's probably the arcane caster, considering she also turned Cuz invisible.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then it was kind of a subversion. But whatever. All right, the raider hops up on the table, sees that you've attacked Vimosin, and he kind of shrieks down at you. He looks over at Kaldaz and Utez, who I forgot to roll into initiative. And he's going to attack you twice, Sakar.
Alright.
One for miss and another for a hit, I think, for 7.
Yep.
All right. Let me.
The car cries
I
out,
gotta go back.
mistake!
He hisses at you in I guess these guys. I wonder if they've taught him common yet. If they still just. I guess he'd hiss at you in Draconic. They haven't taught him common yet. All right, Vimosin. All right. He looks over at you and he says, "Are you with Cuz?"
Ow! We here to kill him. Just him.
As he's
Maybe?
like bleeding from necrotic wounds.
Yeah. It's really
I
awkward.
mean, He's gonna like back away from you and see if you like attack him.
Oh, I have Warcaster. I could totally do it, but I'm not going to.
All right, he kind of like backs away cautiously from you, then looks over. He sees that Greg is fighting with him. He's within 40 feet. Yeah, he's gonna launch out a guiding bolt at Shago down there. Because I think that's the easiest one to get a vantage point on. Yeah. This is going to be a second level. Oh, damn! Yeah, so Vimlison nods at you as he backs away. You let him go, and then you see his radiant energy charges up as he clutches his Lathander pendant and then lances out towards Shago, hitting him for a massive amount of damage. All right, let's see. Critical hits. Triple damage. Oh, God. Okay, so we got... It's 5d6 base, another 10d6. All right.
Wait,
so that's it.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Excuse me.
So we got 7 plus 21, 28 plus 15, 43 plus 41, 84 damage. As this guiding bolt nails Shago, you see as it just blasts him off his feet, landing amongst the rubble of these burned out tables. He lands in a heavy pile and is unconscious, question mark? Well, not dead, I guess. He's got a name, so he goes into death saves. But he is unconscious. This pirate, this guy's been hit by a couple of short bow bolts. He's been getting blasted. He was thinking about running, but now a Jimothy is burst into the door. So he's thinking like, ah, shit. I think he's just gonna turn and run up these stairs. And yeah, he'll just run up out of there. This guy sees what's going down. He can see the writing on the wall. He's gonna turn and run as well. Alright, Cuz is invisible. Okie doke. Alright. Yeah, you can hear heavy breathing coming from in front of you. Casts a long shadow, and you can hear as something whips through the air down towards you. Oh my god, of course.
That's a crit!
I swear to God, if you kill him...
Oh no.
The third brother shows up.
No, at that point...
Gosh, I hope not.
It.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Was Cuz not on the initiative tracker?
He's invisible.
He is, but he's invisible. He's invisible. Okay. Maximum damage. So it'd be 48 plus 4. So it'd be 52 damage.
Are you shitting me? Can't even shield against that. Alright, I'm down to 0.
It's crit cards.
Okay. I see the errors of my ways now. Alright, as you fall to the ground, Cuz yells out triumphantly and then steps over your body as he progresses towards the others over here. He'll attack down towards this guy. Alright, he'll brain this pirate. Alright. So I gotta move Jimothy for a second. This guy is dead. Alright. Yeah, so Cuz just kind of smashes over Shadow.
No! I'm wearing an adamantine breastplate. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, nice. So it's just a normal hit?
Yeah.
Oh, damn! Does it just negate the crit completely? So it'd be a 13.
It's just a hit.
Okay, yeah. So it'd just be the base. It's just the 13 damage. Oh my god, that's clutch right there. It's a that was a good purchase.
I did something.
A very good purchase. Oh my god. Yeah, you need the
It's
crit.
so annoying.
All right.
It's over my shield limit though. It's so annoying.
Yeah. So if he didn't drop you like a sack of potatoes with the first hit, he would have attacked you again for a 20 to hit for 13 damage.
Okay, so for that one, I would have used my reaction to cast shield.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So the first one hits you for some.
I couldn't have dodged that, but this one, it's like, fuck no, get out of here.
Yeah, you can see stars, but then your adamantine breastplate kicks in, and you are able to retain your brains inside your head. Next attack goes in, you throw up a shield quickly, and it glances the spiked club away. Cuz roars at you as it goes to Kettle's turn.
Kettle, paging Kettle to the front desk.
Oh, sorry, didn't know it was me.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's been so long as I got to do anything.
Sorry.
I guess we are going to attack the guy in front of us. And because Jimothy is larger than him, I get advantage.
True.
Which means I get my sneak attack.
Oh my god, alright. The crits are flowing tonight. This guy does not have an adamantine breastplate. Let's see. Quadruple damage. So roll another 8. So be another 12d6.
Everyone pulls off their shirt. Everyone's got adamantine breastplates on. And they start doing the Spider-Man point at each other thing.
This guy gets hit for well over like 60 damage. What is it, like 75 or some shit? This guy's dead.
Straight through the neck.
As
He's obliterated.
Yeah.
Just people
Yeah.
keep exploding.
is burned from this plane of existence.
Yeah, he is no more. Kaldaz.
All right, Caldez, he laughs as he brings his warhammer over his head. Where is she?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to actually use the rest of my turn to squeeze through the door. Still
Ooh,
blocking the
gotcha.
entrance, but squeeze so I'm inside.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Oh, where did I hide his sheet at? Okay. He'll make his way over to Griggs. He doesn't really know what's going on. He's just here for the fight.
So, big Spinosaurus squeezes through the door and lets out a deafening roar.
Yeah, everybody turns to it. It's like, what the fuck?
He'll hit this guy for it with his warhammer and then whack him again. The multi-attack.
Boss goes under the bar, clutching 2-2. All right, yeah, both Warhammer attacks are going to hit. You going for Grig, so first one will be 9, second one will be 10, so 19. All right, as your first one slams over the head, and the next one to the shoulder, you can not dead, bloodied. You can see Grig, like a geyser of blood shoots out of his shabby coat, and he's still standing but heavily injured.
Okay, and he's going to make a triumphant lizard roar, and he'll rally, and I'll choose this guy to get some temp HP.
All right.
So cast a long shot to get some temp HP. So 1d8 plus 1. Four.
Nice.
And 4 temp HP.
Sweet.
All right. Grig now being surrounded by Venkish's men and a random. He would actually see. I guess you're another Black Lizard folks. So we just assume you're working with Venkish.
Hey, I'm blue, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's not even look. He probably wouldn't even see you past the massive Spinosaurus fucking growling in his face. I think, yeah. He sees most of his boys have either been fled or had their heads ripped off. Shago, his first mate, is bleeding out on the floor. He's gonna bonus action disengage, and he's gonna book it. So you get 30 feet, and then run up the stairs. 20 feet.
I think that weapon of his is worth the chase. OOC.
True enough. True enough.
Yeah,
so
we're not bringing Simone now. A finesse longsword.
Well, I mean, Orc is outside, so Orc could be like, I gotta get you with that guy. Oh wait, no, he was shooting at the Dragonborn.
Orf has no idea what's going on in that room.
Yeah.
And has no idea who these people are. So he's just playing it by ear.
Yeah, and there's no more rowboats there, so I mean, can't swim back to his ship.
True enough. True enough.
He's a rogue.
They didn't run in the direction of the rowboats, though. These are pirates, I mean. Might have a plan. Alright, anyway. This pirate is definitely dead. Uta's... I guess he'll rush up to this other raider, and he'll motion to his pink dot by his name tag Hikar, and then he'll attack this raider. Let's see.
Oh no, is there like he jumps on him, he's like tackles him, and there's a scuffle, and then they both
Oh,
up,
no.
and I'm like, which one is it? No, Utez and Hikar are buddies, scavenger buddies. All he would have to do is raise up his carving knife, and then Hikar would do the same.
Yeah, he tries to stab into the raider attacking you, and then goes for a bite. Neither of which hit, unfortunately. As we get to Cast Along Shadow.
All right. So, judging by the heavy breathing, is Cuz still around somewhere?
Yeah, you can tell he hasn't moved from his original spot.
All right.
Not much for tactics.
All right. In that case, I'm going to, with disadvantage, I guess, attack him.
All right.
Ah, shit.
What do we got? Oh, God. Voided warranty. Your weapon's damage is reduced by 1/2.
Permanently?
Until it gets fixed, I guess. Yeah, as you stab into Cuz's space, he kind of catches it with his armpit and like breaks off the tip of your rapier.
All right.
Oh, there's the elemental card.
All right.
Elementals.
I guess we'll just do extra attack. I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
No, unfortunately.
All right. We'll second wind for bonus action. So 13 hit points backs.
All right. Jimothy, you're up.
I'll just continue to stay here and dodge.
All right. Venkish sees Grig running. What he really wants is to stop Grig from escaping, but you guys are kind of making that difficult. I guess he would turn to Shadow, and he'd shout out, Shadow, was it?
What do you want?
As you're like grappling.
Fighting tooth and
Protect
nail.
himself.
Do me a favor of staying your hand with Cuz long enough for Grig to be dealt with, and I will guarantee you a fair fight with no magics from my sister there.
Done.
Alright.
And then Shadow will follow that up with, "Let Vanquish kill that swine." Great. And
All right.
hopefully the party will listen to that.
Yeah, so Venkish will... I don't think he's going to run off and chase him, because he's not that dumb. But, well, he's not dumb at all, actually. Yeah, he'll shout to his others, say, "Pursue Grig, bring him back, kill the others." Or, like, not referring to you guys, referring to the other ones with Grig. Kill the crew of the Antlion, he specifies. This raider will rush off after them. Gets up here. And we get to Val. All right, so the order's been given to pursue them. She's got something. All right, she'll drop the invisibility on Cuz. So he kind of blinks back into view. And then instead she gives him fly. It says, "Go get him." Referring to, once again, to Grig. Or if you're up.
All right. I guess Orf's close enough to hear casts along Shadow, so he'll just be confused as to what's going on, and I guess he'll just hide.
All right. Let's see. All right, you just hiding for the. Are you not attacking, or?
Right. I'm just. He's just hiding, trying to figure out what's going on. Because Cass said, I believe he said, let them go. So Orf is just like, eh?
Okay. All right, Hikar. This guy that was attacking you seems like he's looking to the staircase that the other ones ran up, as if he's not attacking you anymore.
Oh. That's good. Sounds what fuck him up. Which staircase? He's looking at this one?
He's looking at that
up.
one, but you scouted out the place, so you know these staircases lead to similar areas.
Okay. Then yeah, I will go up this staircase.
All right.
There were people up here before.
Yeah, as you go up the staircase, you can see that. Well, these guys would have cleared out by now, so let me get rid of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So as you get up there, you can see there's like a part of the wall that's been pushed away, and then there's a pirate kind of balancing on this beam that goes across this area, and you can see down to the bar below, and you can see the fight taking place and all that.
Oh, that's the first floor. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so this guy, it seems they're trying to get over to your side for some reason. You can see two pirates and Grig all kind of bloodied and making a run for it this direction.
There's like a little bridge here.
Yeah, it's like a piece of wood that's been slatted across.
Can I reach it?
Well, you gotta rip up the wood. There's a guy standing on it.
Oh, okay. So kind of like this. There's a piece of wood connecting those.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right there, but that works too.
Sorry, I can't see it from this angle. Okay. Oh.
He lets out a gasp of surprise. As he does, those of you on the ground floor can see that there's a man dressed like a pirate that is scorched, balancing up, moving between two landings above. I'll kind of duplicate him. He's like roughly in this spot. You can see up above there's like a loft area, and he's moving between the two lofts. Seems as if this is a part of their escape plan.
Can I just nudge the piece of wood off that he's like balancing on?
Yeah, it'd be athletics opposed by his acrobatics.
I'll just do something way more useful. We're just gonna cast a hold person. We're gonna cast the 3rd level. We're gonna target the guy on the wood and the guy here.
All right, that's a wisdom.
Yeah. We're gonna cast it level 3. So we get both of them, and it's gonna be a wisdom 16 DC. They shake my staff at them, and they get cold feet and see their doom approaching. They freeze up.
All right, so here's Grig. Grig fails, and the pirates. Fails as well, I believe. You got a higher than the DC 13, right?
Yeah. 16.
All right, so they are both paralyzed for the duration.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy freezes up. Paralysis. He is balanced on a board, so I'll give him a check with advantage to stay on the board. Or disadvantage, I mean.
He's
15.
Good. Yeah,
that's decent.
He's practice. And then I'll duck around the corner.
All right. Yeah, those of you down
out,
below can see this guy freezes up.
They're held. I'm done.
All right, this raider is going to charge up after you. He sees that you do indeed have them, and he'll move, kind of like leaning over. He like holds up his sword, kind of gesturing. Well, I guess he wouldn't ask for your permission. He'd probably just try to attack. All right. He goes to attack. Short sword. 13 misses, even though this guy's paralyzed. 16 will hit. And then it's an auto crit, right? If they're paralyzed? Or is that... Yeah, it's paralyzed. Yeah, auto crit. All right, so another D6 of damage. Oh, wow, another one. All right, what's our crit card? Maximum damage. Okay, so it would be 12 plus 3, so 15 damage. All right. So this lizard folk runs up, misses with the first attack. The second attack catches the guy as he sways on the board, just driving his sword to the hilt of this guy's gut. This one goes and falls, falling down to the level below. A body collapses onto the bar. All right, Vimosin will rush up as well. Actually, he probably stay behind. He'll go up to Venkish and he will give him a cure wounds. Seven health. All right, rushes up, slaps a hand on the Venkish, says a couple words. Believe this pirate is... Oh, this pirate's still alive. All right, and he's not held person. He's going to rush to the side of Grig, and he pulls out his crossbow. He will try to fire it at the raider. And will miss. This pirate is dead. Alright, Cuz, who is now flying. He just kind of zooms up the stairs past you, Shadow.
I stay true to my word and I do not interfere. Let him go.
Actually, I guess he wouldn't go to the stairs because these are the two landings are connected. So he'll just fly up. Yeah. All right. First one to the pirate. Oh my God, Cuz. He gets a crit, not one. Let's see what he got.
Oh, he's not used to flying, I suppose.
Yeah.
He's upside down.
The momentum of his swing makes him smack himself.
My bad. Reroll its attack with advantage against an ally within 5 feet of both you and the original target. So this guy's not close enough, nor this guy. So I guess we'll ignore that. He tries
so he's
to
just spinning
once again-
around in a circle.
Yeah. He tries to attack the pirate again. He misses again. Damn. All right. He's losing his grip. But yeah, he's just kind of flying, blocking the gangplank.
He's one of those gyroscopes that are spinning in too many directions.
Yeah. He doesn't have enough intelligence going to reconcile not having both feet on the ground. You know, it messes up your stance, I guess. All right, Kettle.
I guess we will go to these stairs. And then hop off the Spino.
All right, let me drag you up. You get to the top of the stairs. You can see both the two raiders and Cuz are closing in on Grig, who stands paralyzed.
Okay. We'll throw a javelin at him.
All right, go for it. Uh, 16 definitely hits. And that'll be... because you have advantage because he's paralyzed, I guess. So it'll be 17. Alright, yeah. It thunks into the back of Grig, who totters forward precariously towards the gangplank, but is frozen in place. And doesn't respond. Does he get a save when he takes damage?
No, just at the end of his turn.
Oh shit, okay, yeah. He's fucked then. Alright, Hoskittle, is that your turn?
As bonus action, we will dodge.
Alright. Caldaz?
Call is pretty strong. You think he could like hop up to the next landing, or is it that high? Is it too high?
Take a jump off the bar. Probably be like an athletics, like a DC like 12.
All right, he's at a plus.
It's probably only like a 10-foot jump. You know, you just need some hops.
Lizardfolk are hoppy.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Let me drag you. So you'd probably be about right there as you climb up the side there. Cuz is floating next to you, and then you got several paralyzed pirates, or one paralyzed pirate, one non-paralyzed.
All right, he's gonna shimmy over to the paralyzed one. Like, roar, like.
Oh, well, you have advantage, but...
Oh, he's advantage.
True. Yeah.
Wait, unless you're attacking the first one there.
Now he's going for Grig. That'll hit Grig. It's an auto crit, so go ahead and roll another d8, and we'll see what happens. Maximum damage, and the target's got to make a DC 14 con save, and a failed save at a disadvantage on attacks for a d4 plus 1. So it's going to take, it'll just be a max, so it'll be 16 plus 4, 20 damage on Grig.
And then the next attack.
I think that macro is adding the versatile damage.
Yeah, that's fine. I've just been taking the first one.
Oh, okay.
So he's got disadvantage on attacks for 2 rounds. Alright, second attack. That will hit on auto crit. And for shits and giggles, we'll roll, see what it would do. Another maximum damage, and if they fail a con save, they're stunned. Regardless, the 20 damage from that one will put him unconscious. Grig crumples to the ground, not dead, unconscious. Or making death saves, I suppose. He'll make a death save. Got one pass. Alright. Utez. Run up the stairs. kind of get to right here, and then he'll shoot at the still remaining pirates. That'll be 1 hit, 1 miss. Shadow.
Okay, so so the pirates are on the planks above us from where we are?
Yeah, I'll drag you up so you can see like what's going on up there. Yeah, so you're down on the bottom floor, and you can see Grig is unconscious. There's 1 pirate still standing. If you have a ranged weapon, you actually have a good vantage point on him. He's kind of leaning over the edge, trying to get past all these guys.
Okay. Well, I've got my shield equipped, so I guess I'll sheath my damage rapier, and then I'll draw a dagger. And you said it was like 10 feet up?
It is, yeah, 10 feet.
Okay. Then I will throw a dagger at the guy.
All right, go for it. Yep, 16 will hit. 9 damage.
Okay. And then I'll draw my other dagger and throw that as well.
All right.
For my extra attack.
Oh, yeah, another one. 16, and for 8 damage. That guy, the first dagger kind of sinks into his shoulder. He kind of whirls around looking down at you, menacing, and then a next dagger just kind of hits him right in the chest, and he crumples down to the ground, blood trickling down onto the bar below. And with that, I believe all outwardly hostile people have been dealt with, I think. Yeah, alright, if you guys want, we could go ahead and end combat.
For now.
Yeah, for now, exactly, yeah. Alright. So with that, as soon as time speeds back up, Cuz grabs Grig, kind of hauls him over the side, flying him back down to the lower level. You guys also want to head down to the lower level? I can move you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. There we go. All right. Cuz has Grig kind of restrained and has his hands gripped. Vimosin will administer some first aid, keep him alive at least. All right. So he's not making death saves, and he is stabilized at 0 health. Still unconscious though. All right. The other ones are just kind of left to die, you know. Venkish goes over to Bosco, nodding around at the carnage that is his bar, all the burned out, broken tables, and the many bodies that now litter the floor, giving off the slight smell of burned human flesh. Venkish brings out 5 platinum pieces, which he hands to Bosco and says, I apologize for the mess, but it appears that our meeting is not done for the night. Can we get a few more hours on this parlay, please? It seems I have other members to speak with, or other matters to attend to. To which Bosco, he bites a couple of the platinums and then throws them into a pouch and kind of goes back to his spot under the bar. Tutu comes out with a round of refreshments, little flagons filled with water as well as ale. Offers them to everybody. All right. With that, let's see. So, all right. So the fly will wear off. Stop concentrating.
Those temporary hit points, those go away? Those 4?
Now those stay until long rest.
Okay.
All right, so Vimosin and Val and a couple of the Dead Marsh guys just kind of hang out on the side of the bar here. They got Grig tied up. Venkish approaches you, Shadow, says, Now. I appreciate the temporary peace for apprehending this thug over there, gesturing towards Grig. And now then, it appears that Cuz has wronged your family in a way that you require blood recompense.
Absolutely. Killed my brother in most duplicitous and unceremonial manner. I must admit that I was also duplicitous in my manner of trying to incite a fight. My quarrel is not with you, and I must apologize for my words. But I did not know your loyalties to Cuz. Now that you have spoken that you will not take sides in a matter of family blood, I wish to settle that debt he owes.
Yeah, you see that Venkish takes on a much more understanding kind of look and says, I assure you that my dealings with the Dead Marsh tribe are purely business. I have lost a few members dealing with these antlion ruffians, and I required additional muscle to deal with them in kind. I had seeked to make diplomatic inroads, perhaps to stop what they're currently doing, but it appears that my concerns were well-founded whenever I set up contingencies, gesturing around towards the bar.
Fuck them up!
Yeah, with any regard. Your qualms with Cuz are not with me, of course. I will pay the Dead Marsh their due that I promised them, and then you all may sort this out mano a mano. I give you my word that neither my sister nor my cousin will interfere with your challenge. Cuz I guess Cuz is probably like pretty nonchalant about it. He's got his great club kind of hefted. He accepts his pay that is quickly paid out from the purse, just a couple gold coins for a week of work. And then Cuz nods to his boys that are hanging out over there. They both kind of nod back. Cuz turns to you, Shadow, and says, I admit I might have misjudged you. It seems you've got a little bit more steel than your kin. He kind of flashes you a reptilian grin. If you'll only be satisfied by blood, then I'm no stranger to it. How do you want to do this?
Right here, right now.
All right.
Before we do that, though, Shadow will try to see if he can find another non-busticated weapon that he can use for the fight. Would there be like a rapier or something equivalent on one of the bodies of the pirates?
Yeah, seeing the busted state of your rapier, Venkish will take the rapier off his hip and he'll hand it to you.
All right.
Man cannot fight with a destroyed weapon. He takes a couple steps back. All right.
Magical rapier of alligator killing.
It's a lizardfolk slaying. But yeah, with that, let me get rid of these fireballs.
And Huskedal want to say to Cuz, he says, "You're wanted back at the tribe. Even if you win this fight, I take your head."
Cuz says, wow, I've never had such a line to take a crack at me.
Oh, Cuz, you got any family?
He looks to you, kind of seeing you for the first time. It's like, Caldas, it's been a while since I saw your old mug around here. How you been?
Good. Just
Sorry,
palling around these guys. Seems that you got yourself in a bit of an ordeal.
Nothing out of the ordinary. And see his nonchalant manner stays even as he kind of faces off against Shadow, raising his club. All right then.
Say, well, if you died here and gotta tell somebody, that would There's no one that cares about your ugly mug.
He says, yeah, let Braza know that I guess he finally got to be the strongest lizard folk on Chult. He shoots one last look over to Hozkettle, says, he's not really the type of guy that'd go in for redemption, I guess. So he'd probably just be like, keep those ugly blue scales out of my face, as he rolls into initiative with Shadow. Oof. He takes initiative. All right. Yeah, I think Cuz he'll just kind of like slams his great club around a bit, knocking some chairs and tables aside as he strides forward to you, Shadow, and he strikes out with it. 14 is gonna miss.
Yes, it will.
Comes in for another attack. 9 will miss as well. Yeah, dang. You just expertly bat both these attacks away with your rapier. And it comes to your turn.
All right. So I will attack him back with my rapier. I'm assuming 10 misses.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, extra attack. 21 for...
That'll hit. You stab in, you can see it opens up some of the fresh wounds that Cuz has stained over the fight, and he is bloodied. You can see his eyes kind of roll back into his head before he refocuses his vision as it comes back to his turn. Let's see. All right, yeah, Cuz he goes and he tries to bash you. I guess he doesn't have a shield. So he's going to try and shove you down. Give me a contested athletics check as Cuz tries to push you to the ground.
Can I use acrobatics to, like, wriggle out of the way? Or is it
I
athletics?
believe you can do that with a shove.
Yeah. Attacker has to use athletics, but
Yeah, 'cause it's a shove, so I'd say you could probably dodge, yeah.
Okay.
acrobatics or athletics too.
Oh, nope, I get shoved.
Alright, so he knocks you prone, and he's going to try and bring his weapon down with an advantage. 26 for 10.
Okay, I'll let that hit.
He'll let that in, alright.
Shield isn't going to do squat on that.
Damn, alright, yeah. Still not a too bad of a blow as it cracks into you. You're able to dodge much of it, and it goes to your turn.
Gonna update my HP. All right, so I'm going to stand back up. So I'm not attacking with disadvantage, and I'm going to try and strike him twice again with my rapier.
All right, that'll definitely hit.
Follow up.
All right, 2 quick stabs. He tries to bring up his great club to parry, but you beat his AC even with it, and just keep stabbing into him, opening up multiple pinprick bleed wounds in him. He roars at you now. You can see he's taking you seriously as a challenger now, and as it goes around to his turn, he says, "Now I know that I was wrong. You're twice the warrior that your brother ever was. You should thank me for ridding your family of such weakness."
Damn.
I will enjoy watching you bleed to death. I will wear your skin as a cape and drink wine from your skull. You disgust me. You are not fit to speak my brother's name. You will die screaming.
Damn. Hardcore. Yeah. He just grins at this, and you can see blood coming out of the sides of his mouth as he swings with his club. And misses. Second swing. Ooh, a big hit.
Alright, for that I will use shield.
Alright. So you throw up your arcane shield, and this massive hit from the club just clamors uselessly against your arcane magic. He roars with frustration as it comes to your turn. As your turn comes up, everybody can give me a perception check.
Oh, damn. Somebody sees everything.
Alright, yeah, damn. Kaldaz, Hikar, Orf, Shadow. Damn, yeah, alright, so the first thing. Oh, and Haas Kettle. Okay, alright, well, good. Everybody can see, because he's got his one hand, as he usually does, on the Great Club, only grasping it with two hands whenever he swings it. Now, as he kind of brings it up in like a defensive stance, you can see one hand is kind of reaching around to the back of his belt, where he's got kind of like some loose leather pants that seems to be reaching for something. I mean, you can see like the hilt of a dagger nestled there in his back pocket that he's reaching for as it comes to Shadow's turn.
All right. So I see him reaching. Like, is the hand like all the way like back around to whatever he's going for, or is it like sort of making its way back there? Because what I'm getting at is, can I stab him in the hand to stop him from getting it?
Yeah, like it's like on his next turn, he'd probably have an object interaction to pull out a dagger. But yeah, you can definitely stab him to get him to stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stab him in the hand.
Right, it'll be an aimed shot, so it'll be slightly more difficult, like a +2.
Sure.
24 definitely hits though. You stab him, 12 damage, piercing through his wrist. It kind of flexes weakly, the fingers not quite closing around the handle. You whip your rapier, pulling the dagger away from his back. He lets out a roar of frustration at you.
And then I'm going...
Just a little bit of fun. Oh, sorry.
And so he was going for the dagger. It's just a little bit of fun. And then I'm going to sort of twist the blade and twist my body around. So as he was reaching for the dagger, it sort of like forces his arm up in an odd angle. I'll remove the rapier, twirl, and then try to slash him.
16. Ooh, okay. This would hit, but he brings up and he parries at the last second, blocking it away. A strike, a kill shot going straight for his heart. It embeds itself instead in his great club.
Okay.
All right. He's not able to get a grip on his dagger, unfortunately, without having to use an action. So he's just going to keep trying to attack you. He re-grips, both hands gripping the club, and swings it down towards you. 14's going to miss. Next one. Ooh, fuck, that's a big hit.
I'm gonna use my last shield.
All right.
And block that from touching me.
Yeah. You can see he's lost most of his poise now, and he's just kind of wildly swinging the great club as you block it away with your arcane magic, and it comes to your turn.
All right. So rapier again. Actually, I'm gonna do green flame blade. So I'm going to mutter an incantation. My rapier will light on fire, and I will attempt.
Can I give him inspiration?
Ooh, yeah, go for it.
That's like this cool kill shot with the flaming sword.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, go for it.
Oh no!
Ooh. Oh,
15.
This.
Yeah, unfortunately, 15 is not gonna hit. 16 AC.
All right. So I don't actually step back, but I just sort of like, I'll go in for the hit, miss, or he parries, and I just sort of dance back and kind of like try and regroup.
Yeah, 15's really close. So it's definitely not a miss. It'd be like he parries it out of the way, and then it comes around to his turn. All right. Yeah, once again, readies the great club. All right, he's gonna go for 1 attack.
That's gonna
23
hit.
for 12.
I have nothing else to block it.
All right. All right. All right. Sorry, I'm fixing this.
That's fine.
All right, there we go. So he gets as he's like kind of warding you off, like smacks you with the great club. As you're on your back foot, he reaches around, getting his hand closed around the dagger at his back, which he whips into his hand, and he tries to drive it up into your sternum.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's going to be 18 for 6.
But that will be a miss. My AC is 19.
Oh, damn. All right. Yeah, you can feel this dagger that's been coated with some sort of venom. You see as it's like flashing out towards you as it glows black for a moment in the torchlight. It stops inches from your heart, catching on the breastplate below your cloak as it comes around to your turn.
All right. I like that. All right, so I'm going to shove him off of me. And again, I'm going to light my rapier on fire. And I'm going to strike him down. Or not.
Oh, damn it.
This is going on. All the tables are kind of going all around.
Yeah, like the table. Yeah, the tables are getting flipped as they charge through each other. You can see Cuz is heavily favoring one leg as he limps along, chasing Shadow. Shadow, the 10 will miss with the green flame blade. The dagger.
Is the wall falling apart or is it still up?
This one to the southwest.
Yeah, this wall here.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely crumbling. It's like you could probably shove it and it would fall inwards. All right, so Cuz comes around. He will try with the great club. Miss. The dagger has been expended. Oh, the poison remains for 1 minute. Oh, an attack using this weapon hits a creature.
Once it hits,
okay,
yeah.
so it has been. Okay, all right. Yeah, he's gonna lash out with the dagger again.
Makes sense.
And miss. Oh
Yeah.
my
He kind
god.
of starts shaking his staff, but doesn't actually cast Toll the Dead.
He's trying to Oberon you right now as it goes around to your turn.
All right. 3rd time's the charm.
Why won't you just die?
Oh my god, the 15 will miss. Jesus, these rolls. Oh my god. All right. You guys are both exhausted. Well, I guess your Cuz is exhausted. You're still doing pretty well, but he's years of being people trying to kill him. He has honed his skills and is just hanging on. He will go for a great club and miss. Dagger of venom.
It's a heavyweight. Oh no!
All right, the dagger hits you. You need to give me a DC 15 con save. Oh. All right, you're gonna take 15 poison damage, and you'll be poisoned for 1 minute.
All right, so that's 15 poison damage on top of the 7.
Yeah, on top of the piercing.
Shit. All right. That was a big hit. All right.
All right. And that'll bring us to your turn. You have disadvantage on attack rolls from the poison.
I'm just gonna stop dicking around with the
Flame blade.
with the flame blade. I'm just trying to hit him with the rapier.
All right, he is looking very heavily injured.
Yes!
Finally.
Okay, 7 damage. The rapier stabs into his knees. It brings him low, kind of down below shoulder height. He's still going though.
All right. Extra attack.
Oh.
Shit!
Wait, there's a good one in there somewhere. Where it's like reroll with
Maybe.
advantage.
Gee.
I forget what it's called, but
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna give you DM inspiration for tracking this dude down and getting all the way here. All right, so roll it again, just a straight D20 plus 7.
All right.
Dance him over into the trap. I don't know.
Fuck.
Nope. And
All right. Comes
He's
back
losing-
around to Cuz's.
he's losing a lot of blood though. Maybe he's swaying.
maybe. We'll see.
Fuck. Okay. All right. The dagger expended. Cuz kind of throws it aside, getting both hands up onto the great club. Is anybody else doing anything?
Know what happens, happens.
This is a man's fight.
All right. He will
Yeah, I don't
attack
feel
with the
like I
great club.
should.
Oof. Okay.
I'm out.
All right.
All right. Break it up.
Yeah, Cuz knocks you over the head. He doesn't go for the finishing blow, though, as he turns to Haas Kettle and he says, "You next, Blue." All right, I'm going to roll you in. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll yourself in, Haas. All right. So we'll go to your turn. All right, Haas Kettle. Yeah, Bimo Sim or either of you could stabilize Shadow.
Well, I got spare the dying, so yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, nice. All right, Haas Kettle. The bite will miss.
That's the bonus attack bite.
All right, you got your main attack, your action. Oof, a 12 will not hit.
Can I drag Shadows out of there?
Yeah,
Over here.
gets dragged away. Cuz laughs as your bite can't quite get a grip, and your short sword just kind of glances along his side. You can see he's barely standing now as he brings up his great club, aiming it towards your head. 21 for 8, and then 14 for 23.
Oh, 14 won't hit.
All right, yeah. All right, it's your turn, Hoskittle.
Are we all attacking now?
I'm healing Shadow so you can watch the fight.
All right. As the Spinosaurus steps up, misses with his attacks.
What the
Misses with
hell?
all 3 attacks. As it gets to cut back to Cuz's turn, he just kind of blocks aside with his great club all 3 of the attacks from the Spinosaurus. Fucking Christ! All right.
I could just have him make a wisdom saving throw, you guys. He would probably die.
He's gonna.
I mean, he won, right? Like,
He won, but everybody wants a piece of Cuz, so he's gonna try and bring his spiked club down on Haas Kettle twice.
Oh my god, he's an unstoppable killing machine!
God,
TPK.
TPK from one guy with 9 health.
Yeah.
All right, I think he puts you out, Haas Kettle. Oh my god.
What do you got on Canny Dodge, though?
Ooh,
There
you
you
got
go.
that. You
You're
can
good.
keep your stuff up. All right. I guess it comes back around to Shadow. You can see Cuz he's still standing. He's doing a number on Haas Kettle and Jimothy.
All right. All pretense is out the window. This was supposed to be an honorable fight,
Yeah.
but fuck him. I'm gonna run up behind and try and just stab him in the back with the rapier.
That'll hit.
No, I'm poisoned.
Well, it'd be a. Oh shit! True.
Oh no!
You're still poisoned.
Oh my god! Your weapon bounces off your target and strikes you in the face. Oh
Knock
my!
myself out.
Crit cards!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I tried to step in the back and I dropped myself.
Yeah, he just swirls around and just backhands your rapier and it just stabs yourself and knocks you out.
Oh, pick the weapon. Oh my god.
Yeah,
How's-
like, once you take, do you take a poison damage like that's ongoing, or
It's not ongoing
It's just
now.
the condition.
Oh.
All right, Hozkettle, you got the fucking Terminator here. Oh my god. Okay. How does he die?
Just as he turns back around, the sword goes right across his throat.
Oh man, the last thing he sees is Long
My
Shadow.
blue scales.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He turns. Yeah. He sees Shadow collapsing against the ground. He turns back around, seeing you before even realizing his throat's been cut. He kind of staggers a bit, bringing his fingers up, gingerly touching the wound across his larynx, and then he kind of looks up to the roof of the bar and just kind of gives like a reptilian chuckle, blood spewing free as he collapses to his knees and falls over dead.
Good God.
I mean, he was
The-
the bruiser.
So unlucky.
And it didn't help that I was kicking around so much with Green Flame Blade. I should have just been hitting him with the rapier. Good God.
Yeah.
Missed rounds.
Yeah, true. And then the dagger of venom actually being able to land, like, oof, yeah.
is
Dang.
he dead, or just like KO'd? Is he like gonna die, or?
I'm taking
Oh,
off
We're
his
gonna
head.
let him bleed out.
Oh, you're just gonna let him bleed out? Let's see. I'll secretly roll if he survives. Let's see.
Hozkettle's gonna behead him.
Oh,
That's what I figured was gonna happen. All right, yeah. You just bring your sword down, lopping free. It takes a couple of good hits to get through his thick spine, but you are eventually able to get the head free. You can see the other Dragonborn are kind of like looking at you. Val's like, such a pity. He was such a fine specimen.
Orf is so confused.
You can't believe Orphan's just been sitting there this entire time.
Yeah. So with that, Venkish will. Does somebody stabilize Shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Hikar
spent it.
already spared the dying again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Vimusim would come over and get you.
Drag you back over to the same corner.
Yeah, Vimusin will revive you with a cure wounds, give you 5 health points, and then I think lesser restoration. Okay, yeah, he'll also get you with one of these. Get rid of your poison.
Cool.
I'll take whatever's in, whatever's off Hozkett or Cuz's body.
All right.
Inventory was, and let Jimothy eat the rest.
Nice. All right, yeah. On Cuz's body, you find, of course, his prized great spiked club. There's nothing really special about it except that it's exquisitely covered in blood and has been seen many years of use. He's got some money on him. Let's see what we got.
Well, he just got paid, technically.
Yeah, so he's got at least 30 gold on him. And then let's see. You find another 28 in addition, so you find a total of 58 gold on his person. You can see on the floor where he chucked the dagger aside. You recognize it as a dagger of venom, which once per day or once per long rest can be used to inflict the poison condition and do some extra damage. It's the only magical item that he had on his person. His armor is just simple studded leather. Yeah. He's got 2 weapons, his gold and his armor. Not too much of note on Cuz.
What a shame.
All right. Bosco climbs out from under the bar. He's like, well, if you all wouldn't mind getting the fuck out of here. Venkish strides forward, puts another another couple platinum, like 2 platinum into Bosco's hand as Jimothy kind of like a snake wraps his jaws around Cuz and devours him.
I'll turn to Bosco and say, "Want him to eat the rest?"
Oh, yeah. Bosco shrugs like, yeah, that'd be helpful actually. Helps with cleanup.
Wait, before we feed this beast, let us make sure that there's something of value that we cannot use.
Of course, I don't want Jimothy to get a stomachache.
Yes, that's exactly why I was bringing that up.
Yeah, Carr goes around and makes a little mark with his dagger on each of the bodies.
So we'll go around and any of the bodies, take off anything that might hurt digestion, and then let Jimothy eat the rest.
Long Shadow also returned Ventish's sword that he borrowed for the fight.
So
Yeah, he'll accept it.
Get the satisfaction you were hoping for, Shadow. I mean, like, Kaldaz kind of laugh, like a chuckle.
Shadow will look at Kaldaz and narrow his eyes but say nothing. He knows that he failed in his quest for vengeance, but there's nothing that can be said or done at this point that will change that.
It'll be fine. You'll get the next one.
You'll get the next murderer on your side.
Really?
You'll hear a voice from outside.
Hey,
Y'all need me for anything?
Oh, forgot the cat.
We are done, or you may come down if you so wish. Surprised you didn't come down sooner with all the ruckus.
Well, I really wasn't sure what was going on.
Amongst the dead, you have 4 rapiers, 6 daggers, and 4 studded leather from just the general pirates that are around. You can also find 60 gold in total on them. Venkish and the other golden dragonborn kind of have Greg restrained, so you can't really loot him. Shago is wearing, let's see, what's he got? Ooh, he's got a mithril. All right, yeah, so Shago appears to be wearing just like normal studded leather, but he has a mithril breastplate worn under it. So doesn't have a strength requirement and doesn't impose disadvantage on dex checks.
Well, breastplate normally wouldn't. Is it? Are you talking about half plate?
Oh yeah, it's half plate. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
That would be pretty good for a rogue.
But it's miserable, so you get no dex modifier. Or wait, there's no penalty or no max dex modifier?
Oh, there's a max dex modifier. It's a medium armor, so it's still the max dex is +2, but it doesn't impose advantage on stealth, and you don't need to have like 13 strength or whatever it is to wield it, to wear it. He has a nice great sword on his back, probably +1. And then how much would Shago be carrying? And then Shago's got another 17 gold on his person. All right. So as the bodies are all strip searched and Jimothy gets a feast going, Venkish will let's see. He'll let you know that the rest of the crew of the Antlion will be dealt with later tonight. They've got plans to get rid of him now that they've got Greg Riddell in custody. If you're curious, they're going to use Greg as a bargaining chip, and then kind of lure in the rest of his meager crew, and just kind of
Wholesale
execute
slaughter.
them, and then take their boat back to port and sell it. But pirate stuff. And Venkish does explain to you that the reason they were doing this is because what's his face? Greg was doing business with the Flaming Fist, and in exchange for giving the Flaming Fist a cut, was being given free reign of the waters around the Port Nine Zaru, free reign to not only raid Chultan boats, but also, outside, like native boats and non-native boats, which Venkish stays away from. So he was, yeah. All right. Yeah, Bosco, and he kind of goes through and begins to clean up the bar. Let's see. Utez comes up to Shadow and says, "You did well in your fight against Cuz." He speaking in, I guess he's still speaking in Draconic to you. He was quite formidable, and felling him was a great task. Well done.
It is well done that he is dead. And Shadow is saying this back in also in Draconic. But I was not the one who slew him. There is still a matter of honor to be addressed.
Yeah, you can tell this kind of goes over Utez's head. He knows as far as you wanted the dude dead, and he's dead now, and Utez is confused at any notion of needing more than that. Let's see.
He would not won were it not for the dagger, the deception. You have your honor still.
My family is complicated. It's the best way I can put it. It is true the Cuz is dead, but honor is not satisfied. And Shadow will go to Venkish, and he will ask him, is it possible that you could take on a passenger that can work his way? I must return to Baztica. I must face my father's retribution and find a way to atone for my failure.
Yeah, Venkish holds out a hand to shake. Says, yes, of course. We will be headed that way anyway. We'll just have to stop and drop off the Antlion in Port Nine Zaru to be sold, and possibly collect the reward for some pirates. He winks at you. All right.
Pirate adventure.
True enough. And then give me one last round of perception checks. All right. Okay, so Hikar and Shadow, you notice the temperature in the room while not perceptible at first, seems to steadily drop, and at one point the wind kind of rolling in from the outside, scented with salt. You manage to pick up something else that kind of mixes with it and fills the room. Not long after, the door kind of flapping on its hinges, you see that a fog begins to roll into the room. You can hear howls coming out of the jungle. Bosco kind of looks around. He's like, "What? What in the hell?" Venkish kind of looks equally as surprised as this fog fills the room. And this be a good place to call it.
Yeah, Car quietly says, "The end has come." No, no. And then, yeah. Thanks for the game, Will. I really have to get going.
Of course.
To everyone another time in the stream. It was a fun game. Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.
So, yeah.